Welcome! We're just a group of friends drinking and pantsing our way through a comedy podcast. With Rance and Bob from the Quarantine Book Club, and Dina, Daniel, and producer Sean from Don't Make It Weird. You can find the video version of this show on the Don't Make It Weird YouTube channel, and the audio-only version under the Quarantine Book Club on any of your favorite podcasting apps. So grab a drink and join us. It's weird quarantine party time, baby.
Hello there, and welcome to the Don't Make It Weird podcast.
No.
I'm one of your hosts.
What are you...
What?
Wrong show, buddy.
Oh,
We have a new project.
oh, is this the other thing? Oh,
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that. Welcome
Well, if you guys
to the
don't need
Quarantine
me, I'm gonna
Book
go.
Club,
Wait,
a comedy.
I wasn't gonna
and
roll in or anything.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
What? That's not what this is
trying
either.
to do a bit. It's not funny.
Dude, you just did
Hey,
their
hey.
intro.
No, okay, that's their intro.
Yeah.
What is this show?
A shit show.
It's weird quarantine party time, everybody.
Is this like a sex thing?
No, Daniel, it's not like a sex thing.
Daniel, I did laugh.
What is this show even
I don't know.
about?
Why don't you ask Dina what this show is about? Because she had a really hard time with that today.
Dina, would you like to tell everyone what this show's about, please?
No, because I don't know why I'm here, what I'm doing. Like, what is the point of this?
Oh, okay. Then certainly, Rance, you know what we're doing, right?
I do. Guys, I do. I'm hurt, Dina. I'm hurt. Dina, all I wanted to do was hang out with some friends, you know? That was the
hang
point
out
of the
with
show.
you, buddy.
That was the point of the show. But now I feel like it's an obligation for you, you know? And
A little bit.
there's a lot of this time that I've been wondering myself, I'm like, is this what we were meant to be? Is this how we were meant to build this up? Or is it, I mean, it's the weird
Build it up
quarantine.
just to fall apart.
You fall. You butthole. It's okay. Okay, you gotta grade me. It's the quarantine weird party.
Come on, bro.
Oh,
That's
Where's
better. You
quarantine
did better
party?
than Daniel. You did better than Daniel.
Yeah. I mean, listen. So, guys, for anyone that's going to be joining us for this show, we specifically came in there and ignored all good podcasting advice, all good just marketing advice, and we have
your
no
advice.
plan. We're just going to sit here. We're going to talk. Maybe we're going to talk some books. Maybe some other shit. At
Daniel,
some
it's like
point.
our first episode.
It is, except we have equipment now. See how nice my
Yeah,
voice
so we're
sounds.
starting-
Does sound pretty good.
Bob and
We
I.
essentially,
Bob and I said today we were like because there's a very clear difference in the way that Don't Make It Weird works from the Quarantine Book Club, and Bob and I both said today we were like, it seems like improv, like I'm like 2 hours. You give me 2 hours of the mic, it's gonna happen. Like in my head, like if I have a plan, I get scared.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, listen, we're pantsing this, and if I do one thing, it's going to be trying to make Dina say things awkwardly, really loudly, because she has a guest
Aw.
visiting her house right now.
Hi, Dina's guest.
and if I can make it awkward for her guest, I'd feel good about that.
Well, let's make sure
Listen-
everybody knows. Let's make sure everybody knows who we are before we jump into this.
Oh,
It's too late. We're already 5 minutes into this
That's
bullshit.
the perfect time, Dina. It's the perfect
You
time.
clearly have not listened to
Hey,
a single one of our podcasts. If you don't realize that we introduce ourselves like
You know what? That's
10
true.
minutes.
You're right. I'm sorry that I'm used to Sean's professionalism. Okay.
Wow.
It's just pantsing and
Dina's
pantsing.
just taking shots
Just
today. Yeah.
Hey, I'm Rance.
So guys, yeah, Brand, start us.
Nice to meet
Tell us about yourself. Tell us
Hey, I'm Rance.
what's your sign,
No,
Rance?
no, somebody else is supposed to say their name now.
But
This
Yeah.
is my sign.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to.
you just wanted to woo
I
me?
just wanted to know. Yeah, I wanted to know what you're into, Rance. I want to swipe right, buddy.
Swiping right on
Rance,
this.
Oh
go
my
ahead.
God.
Go ahead,
Hey,
buddy.
guys.
Introduce yourself again.
I'm Rance.
I'm leaving.
Oh.
Sean, come back.
Wow.
And I'm Daniel of the Don't Make It Weird podcast, and
It's not about you.
We're introducing ourselves, Dina. Damn.
We're not plugging yet. Plugging is for later.
Thank you.
We have like a solid 30 minutes put aside for plugging.
always-
It's in the
We have to
rundown, you
always
guys.
save plugging for later, but we'll get to it eventually.
Yeah.
Always say
Dinner first,
consensually.
plugging after.
We're gonna consensually plug each other today.
I'm Bob.
I don't like that coming out of Daniel's mouth.
There it is. I'm Bob. Hey,
Oh, hi, Bob.
I'm Sean.
I want to go last because I have something to say.
you're last.
You are last.
You are last. It's your
No,
turn,
you
dear.
haven't gone yet, have you?
Yeah, that's why we were
Remember
talking
when
about
you,
it's not
remember
about
you said
me.
it's not about you? He was going.
Oh. I totally blacked out him talking. Okay, so I'm Dina, but also like I wanted to show you guys something because it's gonna look really cool and it's gonna confuse the audio only people.
Oh, God.
You ready?
Okay.
Dude, what'd you just pull off your hand?
What in the fuck is
Did you
going
just
on
do
right
like a
now,
Mission
Dean?
Impossible mask removal, but from your hand?
Is it a silicone hand cover?
Yeah.
Dude, is your
What was
hold
that?
on. Is
It was
this like
wax.
is this like an arthritis thing? Do you wear that to help your hands?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so creepy and
That
cool.
wax is
hot.
awesome though.
Yeah, that's sexy.
Wax is fun. It is it hot?
How long did you wear that? Just you've been
Just
wearing
for
that
like
wig
the last 5 minutes, like when
Oh,
I left
okay.
the room the last time. Yeah.
I'm thinking like you put it on hours ago and you just kept it on for us.
No, you take it off when it gets cold.
Mm.
That's what she said.
Okay, before we get too far, you should probably explain
Okay.
what's happening with that, like the rules.
Are we doing the buzzwords?
Oh, we're not doing
We're
those
not.
rules, are we?
We'll play
I mean, we're doing
Buffalo,
Buffalo.
because Buffalo's for life.
This is
It
just
doesn't
me
ma-
existing.
Listen, first of all, for anybody who doesn't know, Buffalo is our ongoing drinking game where you have to drink with your offhand. You cannot drink with your dominant hand. So if you're right-handed, you drink with your left hand. Everyone here normally drinks with their right hand. They will be drinking with their left hand tonight. And if someone gets caught drinking with their right hand, they will be buffaloed and they will have to finish their drink. But just so you know, Buffalo is not just a podcast game. It is a lifelong game on and off the mic. If we ever meet in person and we're just hanging out and not recording it, which would be weird, we should always record it.
Yeah,
Funny
always.
shit will happen. But just in the off chance that we're not recording, you can still be buffaloed. You've consented and opted in for your
I
lifetime.
didn't. I didn't sign papers.
That's Buffalo.
I didn't sign any papers.
I've literally
verbal
buffaloed
agreement.
Sean from across
Nobody
the
cares.
country.
Yeah, he did.
Nobody cares. Do you hear that?
Via
Do you hear that?
Kelly.
So
Yep.
I'm
Yes, I did.
terrified that somebody's gonna like see me in public and they're gonna buffalo me and like it's just gonna be like
Yeah.
somebody tweeting at me and I'm gonna be like, ah!
Yep,
Like, you know
it's
what I
going to
mean?
happen eventually.
guys, I've
Yeah.
You know what else is going to happen? I heard Dina had a song for us.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I totally forgot. Okay, are you guys ready?
yeah.
Wait, okay.
Dina,
Remind
I
me
need to
theme
know
song.
before you sing
Yes,
that song.
regrets, you
Is your
guys.
mom out in the kitchen knocking
Regrets?
over like plates and pans and stuff? Is that what I hear?
No, that was me.
Oh.
Me.
It
Sorry.
sounded like pans.
Brian.
Why y'all keep thinking that all the noise is coming from
Oh.
me?
It's not like that.
Because
Never
Riverside
mind, don't
has
answer
a
that
little flashy thing around your video box, and it's not always
Is it
accurate.
because I'm breathing?
Oh, that's
No,
No,
that's
that's Daniel's job.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're right. Okay, are you guys ready?
Yes, I'm excited for that.
Okay.
This is my life now. I've accepted this.
I can't take myself seriously. Okay. Poop, poop, be doop. Ladies and gents, daddy's gotta go. Poop.
Wait, was that
That was your song about food.
Can I
Yeah,
It's
that
the
was-
Betty Boop thing, but it's Betty Poop.
poop poop
Yeah.
Betty Poop.
poop poop padoop?
How-
Poop,
Daddy's
poop,
gotta go
be-doop.
poop.
Ladies and gents, daddy's gotta go. Poop.
I gotta be honest with you
Rance,
guys. That's
Rance working through
I
this in
don't-
his head is my
I don't
favorite
want to know
part.
about daddy's pooping at all.
Wait,
No, look. I mean, normally daddies
Oh,
are a
man.
thing. I'm
What's
a-okay
wrong with
with, but
daddy?
daddy's pooping, not there for it.
so. If Sean is the podcast daddy, is this a question that
Don't
we
go
ask
there,
him?
Rance.
Sean, are you pooping? Are you
Don't
pooping?
go there,
Do
Rance.
it.
Do it. Do it.
Poop, poop, be
Do it,
doop.
Rance.
Papa
So how do-
Sean is potty
Oh
Sean.
my gosh,
no.
can we call him?
Daddy's
Can we call him?
gotta go.
Audie
Sean,
Sean.
though?
Poop.
oh sweet
Yeah.
Jesus,
Because he's pooping.
So can I-
Papa Sean.
How did we get
go?
here?
Papa Sean go.
Papa Sean go.
Somebody asked me earlier about poop, and I said I have a song about poop.
No, it
How
was
long
about
have you had a
pee.
song about poop?
Was it pee? Oops.
We were planning the show and doing the
confused the
theme song
prompts.
discussion.
Okay, there's a
Rance was like,
one.
oh no, you were like, you should play Rance's pee song. And then Rance was like, you should make a pee song. And then you were like, I have a poo song.
Yeah. So that song's been around since I was born. You're welcome.
And she still sings it every time she goes to the bathroom to this day, you guys. How
It
sweet.
was. It was actually my dad literally sang it every time he had to go poop in the house. You would just hear him screaming it from the other room.
Screaming it. So this wasn't like a humming to yourself. This was like
No, it was
He had a megaphone.
poop, ladies and gents, daddy's gotta go poop.
My father, or Bob's father as well.
Yeah.
Because,
The Bob
he
father?
wouldn't.
Are you guys related?
He wouldn't. Yeah, I think
wait,
we
you
might
got
be.
what?
He would say about
Bob.
butt lips. Dad,
What?
did you say about butt lips?
No, I was making the same comment
No.
as Dina. I have no idea where butt lips
Oh,
came from, but I'm also interested.
Our father would just, he would like, there was this weird time where he would just like, in the morning, he would just wear a t-shirt.
Yeah,
That's it.
Pooh Bear
Winnie the
style.
Pooh.
Yep,
Yeah.
Donald Duck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like,
No.
yeah, it was weird. It was a thing. It was weird. I didn't like this. I was like, what?
I mean, I've been friends with
the weird
Daniel for
quarantine-
a long time. That's
Yeah.
not weird to me. That's
Yeah.
like standard
Yeah.
procedure.
I do not.
Just
I do
poking out,
not like to
saying
Donald
hi.
Duck it at all. I hate it.
Yeah.
It's weird. I also don't like to wear just socks when I'm naked. That's a thing that I just can't.
I think
Oh, hell
that's
no.
really disturbing.
That's,
To wear
that's
socks
weird
when
as
you're
hell.
naked?
No.
Yeah.
No. Let me tell you something about Daniel, and don't ask me how I know this. He sleeps completely nude, except he has socks halfway on.
You're a monster.
Yes.
You're just
Just
Yeah,
covering his
it's- so I
toes.
don't- just the toes,
Just
but like
covering
the
his
heel
toes. The
and the
heel is
arch.
out. Yeah.
what the
Yeah. That's the ultimate level
What
of
is-
comfort.
so it's
it's,
like-
it's incredible.
So it's like little dick mittens for your feet.
Precisely.
I hate it.
Dick
I hate it so. I hate it so much.
At least listen,
still comfortable,
you guys. It's
Bobbo.
it's
It's still
It's
comfortable.
kind of weird, but it's not like it's not like going around the house every morning like.
Everybody, attention, attention. Daddy's going poop now. Daddy's going poop now.
And that's the sound of all the kids cheering Daddy on for his poop.
Oh no!
My brother tried to like kind of like ping off that or whatever and like make his own thing. So now every time to this day, every time somebody's in the bathroom, he will walk by the door and knock on it and be like, "Yo, you pooping in there?" Because they didn't announce it, so he wants it to be announced.
Oh, so
You know the
just
rules
walks around
around
the house,
here.
"You
If you
pooping
go
in there?"
poop, you gotta tell everyone.
Don't worry
You gotta
about
tell
it.
them first.
Daddy's gotta
That's
poop.
the rules.
So for the people, so for the people that don't know, Dina grew up in a cult, so she has a lot of interesting
Glad we're bringing this
life
full circle.
experiences that have led us to this place. Is that like a big thing? Like everyone's just really communicative about pooping? Because I like the openness.
Yeah, because that's what you have to use.
No,
to,
we actually got in trouble for it.
for pooping.
Is pooping
This
bad
was
in the
real.
cult?
That's how you expel the evil from your body is through your anus.
No, we got in trouble for talking about it. Because you're not supposed to. You're not allowed to talk about bodily functions, so.
Yeah, honestly, that's a cult thing that I agree with. My wife likes to try to keep like the door open, and so I've started just shaming her anytime she poops. Like if I think she's pooping, I'll just walk by and be like, "Are you doing your disgusting habit right now?"
This is
Are
why
you doing
You
your
should start
dirty
rating the
DC?
plops.
as a man,
Rating the
Daniel,
plot.
As a man.
how do you feel? How do you feel shaming someone for their bodily needs?
You should have battleships with her, man. Go all in. Get a second toilet to just bring
That
in.
plop was a 2.
Like, have you seen those pictures of
Sit
like
on the
those
sink.
bathrooms that have like two toilets facing each other? It's fucking weird,
That'll
man.
fit. man.
I would do that.
Let's say you can
That's
play a
that's
game.
called
Let's say,
that's called the Thunderdome for battleship
Bro.
stations.
So
My sister used to want to pee with me like at the same time, and we didn't have two toilets, so she would go in the sink. And I thought it was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen
that
in
is
my life.
disgusting. That's no.
Yeah,
And
that,
That's wrong.
You're supposed to
Yeah.
wash yourself in that sink.
Yeah. Not.
Dina, do you notice how there was like this like split second of extended silence after you admitted that?
Yeah.
That was the sadness.
It was in that
the room.
silence that I realized that if she ever listens to this, she's going to kill me.
You know.
So okay,
That's fine.
I have a question. Can I ask a question?
Yes, Dan, you may.
No.
Why didn't she pee in the bathtub or shower? Why the sink?
Yeah,
It's a better option. Yeah. Still not the best.
Yeah, no,
but-
it's not.
It was more adventurous? I don't know. She's
Yeah, I
fucking
mean,
weird. I
neither
don't know.
are great options, but at least one is people do.
Do you
People
guys pee in the shower?
People, yeah,
Okay,
people pee in the shower.
okay.
Great question. Dina.
I got it.
I
Okay,
think we should go around the table.
I
and talk about
got
that.
to interrupt before we all go into this. Okay,
Yeah.
one
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
So hanging out with me tonight is my fiance. If you haven't been able to tell, she's back here laughing at her idiocy.
Hello, Mrs. Bobbo.
She is a chronic shower peer, and just said to me that the reason it seems like it might make sense to pee in the sink is because it's more seat shaped than being in the shower. And I'm taking this from a chronic shower peer.
I mean, that's true.
But you got to be real flexible because I was going to demonstrate, but we're this is gonna
Yeah,
be on
let's
camera.
not do
You got
that.
to be able
Yeah.
to like squat, so you got to have like the leg power.
Can you go grab a bathroom sink for us and demonstrate fully?
Yeah, just go
I'm
ahead and
just going
yeah.
to use my chair. Like, there's a reason why we have a squatty potty because we can't. Most of us aren't strong enough to hold ourselves out.
Wait, so when you're on the toilet, you just flop over? Is that what you're saying?
Are you doing?
Like
Hold
like a
yourself
little
up.
like a little
you
paper
hovering?
doll? Like a little paper doll. It's like I can't. I mean, let me tell you what. Most of my 20s was that. Right? You come home after a long night, you're just trying to do something. You don't even know what your body's doing, but it's doing something.
You wake up at some point-
usually it is liquid, and you know.
You were going to go around the table and ask everybody's shower peeing habits,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah,
we
we-
did this, but we can
Well,
do it
we-
again.
Yeah.
We probably did. The world needs to remember.
No, we waffle stomped.
Yeah,
so
we
didn't
need to
talk about
revisit
pee
this.
shower and pee.
Hey, can I go first?
Yeah, go for it, Dan.
Actually, can I go first?
Yeah, Sean. Actually, can you go first?
Guys, this joke never lands.
That's
It
the
never
worst
lands.
bit.
I know, and that's why
Oh,
it's funny to us.
but
That's why we're laughing.
No, but it does land. I got to be honest with you. Every time it happens, I laugh.
The only time it legitimately made me laugh for the right reason was the first time Daniel ever did it. And that was on Quarantine Book Club, I believe.
Yes, it was.
Well,
And
because
I didn't know what was happening.
it came with such anger. Like there was an anger that was associated with it.
That was it was super fights. He was like, "Can I go first?" Actually, Sean, you go first. And I was legitimately pissed off. The answer is yes. I mean, I don't choose to like go out of my way to do it, but I'll
You
do
just
it.
happen to become incontinent in the shower, and you. Is that what you're
I
saying?
heard.
That's right. I don't choose to do it; it just happens. You're like
Yeah.
You're like a little baby
No, I'm
animal
saying
that
I
needs to
won't
be
go
licked
out of my way to
pee.
do it, but if I've got to do it, I'll do it. You know.
I'm sorry. Wait, you got to lick animals to pee?
Yeah, like you ever
Don't you?
ever with
Yeah.
Do you not have a pee animal in your bathroom?
yeah.
I keep mine right next to the poop knife.
Hey, Sean, can you tell the folks where they can buy their very own pee animal
I'm gonna have
themselves?
to pee in just
Isn't
a
that
second.
it?
This
Isn't
is way
that
too much.
store.don'tmakeitweird.podcast.
Yeah, if you go to store.don'tmakeitweird.net, go to the housewares category. The pee animal is right next to the cum sock.
Oh, no.
Can we literally get like a mayonnaise knife? You know, like those weird mayonnaise knives? Can we get one that has "Don't Make It Weird" on it and mark it as a poop
Oh my
knife?
god, no, not poop
Absolutely.
knives. Oh my god.
Oh,
No.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna do that.
So no, so there's with baby animals.
that
There's some
be?
animals that like will not eject their own waste until like the mama animal licks their hindquarters to let them know like this is the safe time to go.
I hate it so much. What the fuck is wrong with animals?
So I am actually that for Sean.
Lick
But what I do is
Honored.
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 I lick that little spot underneath his chin
The soul
and
touch.
his beard. Yeah. I
Right here.
lick there.
Look there, right there.
It's like the
That's
guy
how
from
I know I'm
Everybody Loves
safe.
Raymond.
Elvis threw up.
Thanks, guys. I hate it.
Hey, Rance, buddy. I really gotta go to the bathroom, man. Think you could be here in 10 minutes?
I can just do it
I'm
ASMR.
so
I just-
uncomfortable.
He doesn't have to actually
I
be there. I can
literally,
just listen to the
my
clip.
knees went, no.
Everything stops.
The opposite effect as intended.
So gross.
See, I'm also a shower peer.
No,
Yeah.
no
Me
surprise
too.
there.
But you want to know what the worst is? Sean, can you play my music for me real quick?
My music.
Thank you. My
This
original
original
soundtrack.
track, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm playing
You
it
know, I
live, by
live-
the way. This isn't a sound effect. I've got a keyboard in front of me.
Nice talent.
So I've got
I play piano, fun fact.
my wife has very curly hair that sheds a lot, and the worst thing that can happen is you get into the shower, you're ready to go have yourself a good old fashioned
Yep.
shower pee, and then you realize that it's clogged, and then you're just
No,
sitting
but
there.
then you also got to pick up the
Yeah,
pee
it's
hair.
clogged. Yeah, now my feet are just soaked in piss water.
Yep.
It's
Then
the
you just got to
worst.
waffle stomp it, buddy.
Calluses.
No.
That's how you get calluses.
That's how you get
I thought that's how you harden calluses.
No,
Harden them.
Yeah.
Stop it. Shut the fuck up. I hate all
Dan,
of it.
I have the same
Tired.
experience.
I
I have that
have
experience all the time too, my friend.
Yeah.
I have that experience, but without the pee water because I don't piss in the tub or the shower. Okay, but I do definitely get the hairballs
Missing out.
in the sink, the,
So-
like the tub.
Wait, you're not a PP shower boy?
No, fuck that. That's
Can
disgusting.
we not call it that?
Can we just never call it that again? Ever? Please?
If I never heard
I'm gonna
that
ask my
combination of
husband if
words
he's a
in
PP shower
sequence,
boy.
Wait, you're
Ever
not.
again,
You're,
I'd be
you're
okay with
fine.
that.
Wait a sec. Wait a goddamn second.
Okay.
Wait
Oh,
a second.
no.
Okay.
Bring it on because
You're fine with poop poop peep a doop. Daddy's gotta go poop, and you're not fine with pee pee shower boy. There are some. That's I don't know. Why should I feel judged for this?
He's got a point, Sean. We need some consistency here, buddy.
Poop poop doop a doop boop. Yeah, here it comes. Daddy's gotta go poop.
Poop poop be doop. It's poop poop be doop. Ladies and gents. Hold on. Poop poop be doop. Ladies and gents. Daddy's gotta go poop.
Oh, we're doing this like a full, like old timey,
That was
like.
like it started with a Beyonce flair, and then it went to like Frank Sinatra at the end.
It's like
I
a
have
torch
no
song.
idea what I'm doing in my life.
And Rance,
It's fine.
I think Rance, you should sing yours. What is yours? What was the name of yours? What was it called again? Pee Pee Boys?
Yeah, pee pee shower boys.
PP shower.
Okay.
PP shower.
Yeah, how would
boys.
that song go, Rance?
Shower boys. That was the live
Incredible.
Dina, what was your face?
We had the
Hold on,
vocal
hold on.
harmony too.
Yep.
Hold on. I got you. Have you considered like the ska rock version of this?
Oh, God.
Rance?
Look, I don't have that loaded up.
PP shower boy, go shower boy, PP shower boy. Don't go in your pants.
You sound like
I don't even know what you're trying
a
to
Mario Kart song.
That's what I was going to say. That sounds like
Pee
Yoshi's
Pee
Island or
Shower
something.
Boy.
Beep, 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 beep,
Hey guys, I have a question for
do.
all
I
of
have a
you.
Mario wheel.
Yep.
I have a question for all of you. Are you ready?
Please ask away, Rance.
1, 2, 3. It's time to drink. What are y'all drinking?
Not urine.
Good call. Good call. I got a brand new beer I've never tried before. It's Hop Valley Brewing's Stashadelica IPA. I found it at the store today. I actually went looking for Bob's favorite pre-made mimosa, and apparently it's not available this side of the Mississippi, so I had to pick
That's
something
unfortunate. It's a those woodchucks are really good.
Can I go next?
else. Thank you for rubbing it in, Rance.
Can I go
You're
next?
fine.
Well,
welcome.
guys, I'm drinking some Whistle Pig.
Daniel, you fucking shithead. Bob asked to go next.
Oh, did he?
He
I
asked
honestly
really
missed
nicely
that.
twice.
I'm so glad.
I swear to God, I missed
I
that.
am so glad that Bobbo's the one that got like just run over by Daniel instead of me, because it's usually me.
That's true. Steamrolled even. Bob,
Sean,
please go next.
Sean, can you play my
Well,
Can you play my apology, Sean?
No.
No. How about I
I'm
play
sick of
the
it.
part where you get muted? All right, Bobbo, go ahead.
Oh.
actually, Rance, could you go first?
Sure. I'm drinking my usual a Coors Banquet, and I am following it up with a little swig of Liquid Death. When I just want to clear my mouth out with more water, because Coors Banquet is water. So yeah, that's it. I'm just enjoying myself, having a chill drink tonight.
Cheers, buddy.
Thanks, man.
Cool. And Dan, I just need you to know that that was going to head your way, but you blew the whole bit. So thanks.
You blew it.
I did blow the whole bit, but that actually worked out even better. I'm very happy with it. I'm very happy. I still want to apologize to you, though, Bobbo.
Oh my God.
And I apologize.
I'm
to you.
so sick of him using this music already.
I'm sorry, baby.
I'm sorry.
What happens when we double the Bob? That's what I want to know.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
Man, I need a bit.
It almost works.
Almost. But not quite. Not quite. Thanks for the apology. Dina, do you want to tell us
Dina,
what you're drinking?
It's like
buddy?
a discordant melody. I don't know what I'm drinking. I don't remember anymore. It's been a night. It's some sort of Costco wine margarita, I think.
That
You
is
just go to your liquor cabinet and pour every bottle into your cup. The King's Cup, as they say.
The King's Cup.
Dina, that right there is both. That is middle-aged sadness in a cup, right
Yeah,
there.
I feel that.
In a 24-year-old.
A wine margarita.
Yeah.
Listen, you guys.
In the body of an 80-year-old.
Right in the middle is the midlife crisis.
Oh,
Right there.
God. Yeah.
Between 24 and 80.
Well, she just got told in an interview by someone, she goes, well, in my generation.
Oh my God,
Gross.
you guys. I was interviewing somebody. I won't say who or why or anything like that for confidentiality reasons, supposedly. But this girl, she's older than me, and she looks me dead in the eye and says, well, you know, in my generation, we just have a lot of exposure to social media. The way that broke me. I looked at her and I was like, I'm younger than you. And she goes, oh.
We just have a lot of exposure. It's just a natural part of who we are.
My generation.
bro.
In my generation.
In my generation.
You were alive before Google. Fuck you.
Daniel. Oh my God. Daniel, do you want to finally tell us what you're drinking, buddy?
Yeah, actually, I'm.
Your
Now that I'm
mom's
gonna go-
wine.
Oh no, I'm drinking Whistle Pig. Whistle Pig.
Whistle Pig.
Whistle Pig. And at some point, I'm gonna take a shot of Fireball. When this goes completely off the rails, which I know. I mean, we already have, but like,
You should have had at least
We're
4
gonna be
shots
40
by
minutes
now.
in and we've
Yeah.
talked about poop the whole
Yeah,
time.
we have. It's
MP.
been 30
MP.
minutes of hot bodily functions up in this.
Yep.
And I'm, you
So
know
listen,
what? I'm here
guys.
for it.
Just so
Yeah.
you know, we're doing it the QBC way, which means we're not cutting any of this stuff. So if you need to take a poop break, just go
Just go.
boop boop ba doop. I got to go poop, and then handle your business, and we'll just continue on.
I do actually have to pee.
Well, you
So I
can
might
go be a
in
PP shower boy. It's totally fine.
Oh Lord.
Beep, 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 beep. Dina's gotta go.
go, cowboy.
Oh, I hate it so much.
Incredible.
Oh fuck.
This is
I don't know why I'm not the next Taylor Swift. I've got the hair for it. It's
frankly, Dina, I think you just have to, you know, I've heard that even though you're a lover of writing, that requires that all
Her
of your
face.
tweets also be written grammatically perfectly.
Can we talk about hot takes now? 'Cause I got a hot fucking take for all of you guys. In a steaming pile of shit named whatever the fuck his name was. I should look that up.
Oh my god.
So today,
We're not disclosing names.
Dina was corrected by some.
I'm gonna disclose.
Dina was corrected by some like middle-aged dude. Like she said, what was it, Dina? You said something. What was the tweet?
She said whole ass, and he had a problem
I
with
got
that.
a whole ass Oreo in my cookies and cream ice cream. Keep in mind, guys, this is the first time in like 3 years I've had ice cream. I'm just fucking excited, okay?
Yeah.
And I tweeted that I got a whole ass Oreo in my cookies and cream ice cream. This middle age, old ass motherfucker comes up and he's like, what did he say?
He said, whole ass, put it in quotes, whole ass, and you call your, and you say that's a love for writing or something like that.
Because you
unquote.
said you have a love
writing.
of writing in your profile, yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I love the thought process. Like this guy had to think about it and go, this stranger on the internet needs my
They need
grammatical
me.
take. They need me now.
The published author needs your help. I'm just kidding. That was very pretentious.
Like, what did he
Published.
think? Like, what did he think best case scenario would be? You guys, you. Oh my god, can we do this? Can we do this really quick?
What's that?
We have our first Rance.
He's
and
going to
Bobbo
ask you
theater.
guys to act it out.
Okay.
All right. So here we're gonna bring back the Rance and Bobbo theater. Here's what I need, Rance. You're gonna play the part of this guy's logical brain, the one that makes good decisions. Bobbo, you're gonna be the one that says, "I need to correct this woman's grammar." Okay. Conversation between two headspaces. All right,
Okay,
boys.
ready?
Scene.
All right, Johnny boy, you know what you gotta do every day. Make sure you're doing the right thing. Not stepping in and being a misogynist, a misogynist.
Hey, why don't you shut up and listen to me? I'm telling you, women's is nothing. They're second-class citizens. They should listen to anything that I say because I'm a man. I got a penis. I was born first-class citizens.
Sounds a bit harsh. Okay, here's the plan. Here's what we do. We don't want to correct anybody's grammar today, okay?
Except for
We
this
wanna
woman
make
right
sure
over
that
here.
everybody can write the way they... What? Come on, no. Come on, no.
No, look, she got a
you-
sliz. And we gonna just have to say, no, you listen to me. I'm a man.
Did you...
Men's
no, if you're
says,
gonna correct grammar, you
what-
can't use the word sliz.
Let me tell you something. If you got a love for writing, you're gonna not
even
use the
know
word
what a sliz
sliz
is.
except in head.
Did you just use the word sliz?
I don't even know what that word is.
He wants to tell him.
Nobody needs to tell him. Just
I'm
let him live
seeing
in
dots right now. My head wants to blow up. Oh my god. My head wants to blow up.
I mean, that's clearly what goes through every misogynist's
Like,
brain
why?
when they're
Okay.
Oh
talking.
god, yeah.
One of the
Absolutely.
things we wanted to talk about tonight was like some of the worst writing advice we've ever seen before, or we've ever heard before, but also like some of the most lukewarm. You know, people talk about takes all the time, right? Like, oh, hot take. Like, oh, normally personally, I never say hot take seriously. If I say it's a hot take, it's going to be something. It's
Hold
gonna
on
be
a
something.
second.
Yeah.
Are you saying that the most romantic love song of all time is not "Kiss from a Rose" by Seal? Because that
I mean,
was
it
your
is-
hot take on our show.
Well, I mean, that is a hot take. Like, but it is true. Like.
But you just said if you
Yeah, I
say
wouldn't argue
something's
it.
a hot take,
Guys,
then you're
I
not being
fixed the
serious.
homemade misogyny.
Oh, you got your fan for misogyny fix.
I was about to say, like, Dina's just over here fixing a fan with the stapler while everybody's talking. Could you not
Listen,
talk until you had that fan
That's a
fixed?
family heirloom.
Yeah,
Pretty
man.
much.
actually, yes.
Well, yeah, like
Old fan.
the idea of a hot take, it's just, I mean, obviously it's become like its own stupid fucking meme nowadays. So, like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just, this guy, man, just why? Why do you have to pop in like, I know the right place for me to fucking grade somebody else's writing is on Twitter. I'm going to correct it.
me rub my dick across the screen.
I'm going to correct it.
Do you think he just like teabagged his keyboard and that's how the response happened?
Oh,
Just threw
clearly.
his
That's how it
nuts
felt.
on it. Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't think I've ever been teabagged that I can recall, but that's how it
Oh,
felt.
you would know if you had. You know what? Let's,
I'm kidding.
Sean, can we go around the room and ask who's been
Daniel, I don't
teabagged?
need you to explain. I don't need you to. It was a joke.
Oh no, I've been teabagged before though, Dina, and so is Sean.
Like whatever
Roman
this
Roman
is.
helmet.
Yep, Roman War
Yeah.
helmet. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Rance and I both have as
Unfortunately-
well.
Yep. Often by
It's a rite of
choice,
passage.
really.
Yeah, it's
As
right
a
past
woman,
it.
aren't I supposed to be the one that gets teabagged?
Hey, let's not
Uh,
discriminate.
Tina, there's a
Sorry.
one thing you need to learn about men, and that is from age like 15 to 32. If teabagging is a possibility, it's going to happen between
It's
friends
gonna
at some
happen,
point
That's
when
true.
they're drinking
I
or
like how
maybe
you
not
just-
drinking.
You picked this arbitrary number of 32, and you know for a fact that it goes many more years beyond that.
Oh yeah, especially if
That
you're
is
with.
hasn't
Because
stopped.
here's the thing. Yeah, the time goes backwards if you're with your group of friends. Like if I'm at a party at 32 plus, I'm not teabagging some rando.
Yeah.
But if I see Sean, I don't care if I'm 50. If I have an opportunity to teabag my man, I'm teabagging
Guys,
him.
Bob reminded
That's super fucking weird.
me of a game that we used to play the other day.
Oh no.
We used to get drunk. This is not at all any kind of like fabrication. This is a real thing. We would all get super hammered, and we were like in our 20s, and sit in a circle with our pants off and throw a lighter back and forth.
Was it a circle?
It
jerk?
was not. No, there was never any jerking going on yet. Anyway, like that was only after we discovered that we weren't all entirely straight. Then we would throw a lighter back and forth because we were all smokers at the time. We'd throw a lighter back and forth, and if you didn't catch the lighter, the person who threw it had to rub it on their testicles and throw it into your mouth. And we called it. Bob? What was it called?
Gloodle
Was it called
grabbing
boop, boop,
goodies.
doop? Did you say
Yeah,
glittle grabbing goodie?
Gloodle grabbing goodies.
Yeah.
GLOODLE. We don't know what a gloodle is.
I don't think I ever want to have children because I don't want them to grow up and
play
like
Gloodle
be
grabbing
this disappointed
goodies.
in them.
I
Damn,
thought I'd
you know
heard
what?
everything.
Listen,
I
we
thought-
used to. We had times where you turn off all the lights and play "Who's in My Mouth," and that wasn't even
Yeah.
as bad.
Yeah, that's not even
You say
nearly
who's in my
as
mouth?
bad.
Tina
Yeah,
just
who's in my
literally-
mouth? You have to guess by mouthfeel which person it is.
Which parts are we talking about?
Use your imagination, Bob.
How come I never got to play this game?
I'd like to remind everyone that everything that took place was consensual.
That's cool.
Well,
I'm just asking. I don't.
Depends on who you ask, but yeah, sure.
Did you ever play Who's in My Mouth?
Tina right now is like, what? Tina, what's on your mind?
I really I don't ever want to have children now because if I do, they're gonna grow up and be like you guys, and I will look at them so disappointed. and
Just
so
don't have a boy.
disgusted.
Just don't have a boy.
Dina.
You'll be okay. Girls are way.
Let me work really hard on that.
It's like the Rance and Bob took the nut tap game to an extreme.
yeah.
Yeah.
I played that with a friend once.
I want to.
It was just me beating him up.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like it was actually a game. It sounds like you just bullying.
Yeah, that just sounds like you
Yeah,
just kicked this
it
dude's
was.
ass. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, poor kid.
Tina,
Schadenfreude.
He's cross-eyed now.
if your child ever comes up to you, if you happen to have a child, for one, congratulations if you do from now, in the future. If you ever have a kid and they say, "Mom, I just finished up playing a great game of Gloodle grabbing goodies," you punch them. You punch them.
Oh, I will.
Yeah.
Flick them in the beanbag.
I just hold on. I'm still stuck on this poor kid that Dina was nut tapping because I just picture this is how it went. Is Dina's like, hey, you want to come over and I'll play with your balls? And he's like, fuck yeah. And then she punched him, and I feel like that's traumatic.
That's not quite how it went.
I feel like this is traumatic.
Save it for story time.
It was right after he proposed to me. So. And then I was like, "Hey, you want to play a game of softball?"
That's how she. That's how she says thank you, you guys.
Softball.
Softball.
Oh.
Yeah.
I also we had this other game I remember playing as a kid called Rad Rubes. And Rad Rubes was just throwing yourself down the stairs. That was literally it. It was like It was like, or
Why?
like throwing yourself over a piece of furniture as hard as you could and hoping you weren't hurt.
That just sounds like me and my friends pretending we're pro wrestlers in my living room.
Yeah, we did do that. We had a lot of injuries
all
off of
of
that.
this.
I can't believe, because here's the thing: it's like growing up. Like I just remember being so frustrated. Like I'd be like, "Mom, we know what we're doing. It's safe. Just let us wrestle." God, and then we're just fucking
Power
driving
bombing
each other.
onto our
Yeah.
necks and like doing
Yeah.
frickin' moonsaults off the couch and like
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm just sitting there going, "Why were they not more strict with us? What in the fuck?"
why did they let us do this?
Can we do a quick
Why
story
is
time with
noise?
Uncle Bobbo?
Yes,
Absolutely.
please,
Hold
God,
on
yes.
just a second. Hold on just a second.
So I don't know
I'm
if you
about to
guys
be
know
so
this or not,
offended.
but
Oh, wait, Bobbo, wait. You're gonna get an introduction, buddy.
It's story time with Bobbo.
so I don't know if you guys know, but Rance's nose only whistles out of one side. He makes weird noises, and it's very crooked. Listen. Do you hear the difference in tone?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Do that again.
Okay.
That
Hold on.
was very
Because
disturbing.
that is giving me secondhand PTSD. Because I can't. Nobody's allowed to touch my nose. Nobody. Like I can't even like pinch my own nose. No.
Nobody touched it.
It's a Roman helmet.
Dina, I respect that because nobody can touch my belly button, so I'm right there with you. Like even thinking about belly buttons right now is like gagging me.
I need
All
to
right,
know more
Bobbo.
about- yeah. Okay.
So back in the
Mr.
day,
Black Rance.
when I was a young man, and Rance was an even younger man. This was back in the day when we used to watch WWF on cable for pay-per-views, and you had to actually know a friend who had cable pay-per-view or would have one of those boxes that stole cable.
The
I won't
scrambler.
say which one of these this friend. Yeah, I won't say which one of these the friend was, but he was. And we used to go to his house and watch wrestling, and we watched in his concrete floor basement. And Rance came with me, and we decided to do wrestling moves on each other. And my friend decided to explain how you can do a pedigree without hurting someone. And because Rance was the smallest, proceeded to show us how to do a pedigree on Rance. And of course, he fucked up the pedigree and dropped Rance face first onto the concrete and broke his nose.
Oh.
So you have that what do they call it? That Owen Wilson thing happening?
I do. I do.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
So I get
like
this-
deviated
I get this-
septum, I
Wow.
think.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. The cooler part of it though is one of the other friends that was there was a certified EMT, so he took care of Rance. But then we had to go home, and we couldn't actually explain to our parents that Rance got hurt in a wrestling injury because they just would never let it happen again. So we concocted a story that I was putting Rance in the car and closed the door for him as he turned to talk to me and hit his face with the door.
First of all, there's no way your
Why were
parents
you
believed
putting him in the
that,
car?
that you were like polite enough to like close your brother's car door for him.
No.
Second of all, you can tell
They
that I
said
used
they
to
bought
watch
it.
wrestling because as soon as you said, "Oh, our friend the paramedic was there," I was thinking like, much like Stone Cold would probably do, that your other friend just booted them in the gut and pedigreed them too.
Yeah.
Can
Yep.
we?
So-
My ADD
so
is.
Rance-
Oh, sorry. Go on.
No, you're fine. So it's good. That was basically the story. We thought we got away with it, but we know,
Yep.
we absolutely know that our parents just
We
didn't
know
care about
for a
us enough.
fact that I think we did admit it to our mom at one point. There was like, yeah, we were just doing
Yeah.
some stupid wrestling move.
And so kids
Dina,
don't
can you-
wrestle.
Dina, can you name a single wrestler?
The Rock.
He's married.
Hey. Yeah.
Did it?
John Cena.
That's
Not bad,
Okay,
not
okay.
bad.
I underestimated you. For the rest of you guys, real quick lightning round. Name the most obscure wrestler you can think of off the top of your head.
Oh God.
The Shockmaster.
Pablo. Something.
The Godfather.
Shockmaster's a good one.
Oh my
What
God. I love
about
The
Isaac
Godfather.
Yankem DDS?
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
How about
That can't be his real name.
No, he's a real
No, his real name's
practicing
Kane.
dentist. No, his real name's
He's
Glenn
now the mayor.
Jacobs, and he's the mayor of some town in the South. I don't even know where it is.
Is it Florida? I bet it's Florida.
It's Florida adjacent.
Yankum.
Sean, do you remember?
Florida adjacent.
Do you remember my boy Ultimo Dragon?
Of course. He was like a transplant from Mexican wrestling and like never got pushed. He never got over. Like he was always just looked at as like a Rey Mysterio Jr. knockoff.
Yeah, but less cool than La Parca.
La Parca.
Or
Do you guys
Fit
remember when
Finley?
Vampiro became a juggalo?
Vampiro.
Do you remember
do this all
when
day.
Raven was literally Eddie Vedder in a wrestling ring?
His finishing move was the even flow.
Yeah, and his song was Even Flow, but like the backwoods like cover of it.
Hey guys, you remember when Owen Hart died?
Oh man, good times.
Rance, what the fuck is wrong with
Why?
you?
I just
Damn it,
wanted to bring it.
Rance. It's
Hey,
fine.
wait,
That happened
guys.
on my
Speaking
birthday,
of people
by the
that-
way.
Yeah, it did. It did.
Birthday.
Over the Edge 1999, May 23rd. I got to watch the pay-per-view because it was my birthday. I didn't have a
I was
scrambler
too.
box.
Dina.
I was turning 14. I didn't have a scrambler box, so if I wanted to watch the pay-per-view, I had to pay the $50 for it or whatever. And I got to watch it, and Owen Hart died, which was fucking tragic. And then they basically did nothing for the like. If I remember correctly, they just paused the show for like an hour or something, and they just panned around at the crowd. It was live. They
Do you remember
couldn't
when
show
they-
what was
when
happening in
they
the ring.
Do you remember when they scrambled to put the cardboard cutout of the Undertaker up in the cross beams with the little pair of scissors, so that way you thought you were like, it's all just a bit, you guys? Or was that just me? Did I just remember that?
That didn't happen, Rance.
Rance, what?
Yeah.
Dina has no idea what we're talking about right now. And
Dude,
Okay,
I am
so
still
for those of
here.
you who don't know, Owen Hart fell from the rafters of an arena during his entrance bit where he was supposed to be slowly lowered down on a cable, and his harness failed, and he fell like 100 feet and snapped his neck on the turnbuckle of the ring and died during a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Did the other guy win?
yeah, I think disqualification. The other guy won, Dina. I would. Oh God. Can we go back to poop jokes, guys?
Going now. Oh, I'm going now.
Fuck, Dina.
I want to do that thing with Dina
I'm
one
so
day
sorry,
too.
Hart family. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
That's
All
what
the
she
members of
said.
the Hart family that are listening, the Hart Foundation right now are just listening.
I do apologize.
No,
just
it's
came out of my
great, Dina.
mouth and I
I'm
didn't mean
the
it.
fucking asshole. Like decided to break.
I'm apologizing to the family, Rance.
They're fine. They got millions.
we're
They got
inside,
millions.
baby.
Millions.
We're all joking about funny moments in wrestling history, and then Rance just like, "Hey guys, remember when Owen Hart died?"
Yeah, you guys remember when
Actually,
Betty White
though,
died?
truth be told,
Oh,
Dina, how dare you.
Oh, fuck. We used to say stuff like in our friend group. We used to be like, you know, the joke. You know how you guys do the joke that is like, no, you go first. No, you go first. Ours was
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Tina, you're crying.
that makes
Just
me
like,
like it even
God.
more.
we used to
Hates
just
that
be
bit
like,
so much.
dude. We would just say something about wrestling and be like, oh man, did you know Owen Hart died? And we would act like we never knew. Like it was the first time we were hearing about it.
That was the bit.
That was the bit. Bob woke me up that night and like he came in and I was asleep. And he was like, hey, buddy. And I was like, what's up? How was the pay-per-view? And he was like, Owen Hart died. And he closed the door and left. And I like, how do you leave me with that?
Grenade. Just drop the grenade. And fucking
You
left
guys,
Bob.
wait,
no.
no, never mind.
What's up, Dina?
It's gonna be really bad. My mother-in-law told my husband that his dad died by like walking in and just being like, "Hey, dad died," and walking out. So, that's what that reminded me of.
Dina,
Sweet Jesus.
I'm not trying to. This is not a one-upness here going on, mind you. This is just because I understand how that feels. In high school, unfortunately, I did lose my best friend. I didn't know until a day later when another friend of I used to work on a grill and like serve people directly. I saw my friend's friend come up to me and I was like, "Hey, buddy, how are you?" And he goes, "Dude, we're not good." And I was like, "What's up?" And he told me right there, like in front of all these people, that my best friend had passed away. And I was like, "Oh, okay, great. What do I do?" And like I'm like trying to hold it together while I'm cooking steak. I know that feeling. Like literally, I can feel. Perfect.
You guys, this just
Are you gonna
became
one-up us?
the weird quarantine trauma time.
we were sharing trauma last time on our podcast. So like, yeah, and then I had to go to a.
No, I think that was after. Nobody, did we record it? Oh wait, on you guys? I haven't watched.
I had to go do a play that night too. My father was like directing a play.
Was it a tragedy?
No, it was not. It was a morality play. It was Everyman. It was a morality play. And I said to my dad, I was like, "Dad, I don't think that I can do this tonight." And he was like, "Well, son, sometimes you just gotta keep going." And I had to do the play.
Fuck.
Mm-hmm. He was
Ain't no
one of
fucking
those-
understudies here, kid. Suck it up.
Exactly it.
Mhm.
It's exactly
He
it.
was one of those hey kid, the show must go on kind of pieces of shit that you're like, no, we don't do that anymore now, okay? We let people take time to process their drama, Dad. That's
Yeah, we process.
not
Okay,
yeah.
all right, so
No,
guys.
Dad
Anyway, you guys want to keep talking about wrestling or what?
About draws? Sure, why not?
I'm
You
good.
guys remember that
Oh,
time
my-
Droz broke D'Lo Brown's neck in the ring? And he was a fucker. No, it was the other way around, wasn't it? Damn it, I fucked up a bit.
yeah.
D'Lo Brown fucked up Droz's neck, and now he's never walked ever since.
And they just continued to do moves on him.
And Daniel and I continued to drop each other on their necks well after finding out about that, and we did not hesitate to continue.
Nope.
I'm
for
not
both
kidding
like-
either. Like Daniel's signature move was like a power bomb pile driver thing where he deliberately dropped you onto your neck.
It was called the Power Driver. It was very original. You can see where I came with that name. Yeah. And Sean's signature move was the Pedigree from Hell. So exactly like a pedigree, except just kind of change that angle some so I get right on the
Instead
head.
of breaking your nose, you'd crack your skull open.
I'm gonna go wax my hand. Fuck this.
Yeah.
You're gonna wax
No, don't leave. Don't leave. Come
Dina-
back.
Dina,
Dina,
Dina, no.
Hi, Dina.
God. All right, so guys, while
Hey,
Dina's
we
gone,
did it, guys.
hold on. While Dina's gone, let's go around the circle here.
Let's play
and
that
come up
lighter
with the
game really
worst-
quick. Who has a lighter?
That yes.
Little grab and goodies?
Yeah. Get the lighter.
All right. Come up with the worst way that you could pass on to someone else that a loved one is died.
I'm going to put it in a sympathy card and give it to them, but they don't know like why they're getting a sympathy card. So it's like a surprise card as well. Like they open it up, but I'm going to transplant one of the birthday songs like that Dina knew about inside of it.
Oh no!
So wait,
I'm
does
I'm
the
just
card,
respecting the artistry.
does the card actually say this person died, or is it like my condolences, and then they look at you and you're like, oh, they died?
Yeah, it says it inside, and then the song
okay.
that we record in the song is "Poo Poo Padoop."
No.
Bobbo,
I'm
what's
just
the
gonna
worst
send,
possible way?
I'm gonna send a text and just a text that says whoever died, and follow it up with that GIF of David Rose from Schitt's Creek, where he says, "Not interested in that at all."
Oh my god.
Oh god, Don, what do you got, buddy?
I'm gonna be like, horrible news. Your favorite TV show was canceled. And you're like, oh shit, I really like that show. And I'd be like, oh yeah, also, Auntie Deborah died.
I got one.
Yeah,
What you got?
Dina?
What you got?
Yeah.
I'm gonna call them through a sign language interpreter.
Oh God!
That doesn't understand what they're saying and doesn't know that somebody's died, and then make sure that the message gets totally misunderstood so that they don't actually know that their brother died.
Dina, did you do that? Is this a real story?
This sounds real.
Not at all.
Were you the interpreter? Did you misinterpret a death?
Not at all.
You did. No, she didn't.
Did not. I did not.
She did not.
Dean, you're keeping it
There's no
together really
trauma
well
from
over
that.
there. Oh, Dina!
Oh no.
I did not do that. I don't know what anybody's
Yeah,
talking about.
It's crazy talk. Yeah. That's,
Oh no.
But that's how I would do it if I wanted to deliver the news of a death of a loved
Do you
one.
have a specific interpreter in mind that you know is incompetent enough to pull this off?
You know, I think she's dead now.
oh,
And this is how you
this
tell
is how
me?
we learn. Yeah, this is how you tell me.
Oh no! Oh, it all comes full circle. Perfect.
Oh,
There's
Shit.
perfect Shakespearean balance there.
So I'm told that
Shakespeare. Fuck Shakespeare.
we're not going into that debate today, Dina. Save it.
Save
I'm
it.
told, however, that our friend Uncle Bobbo prepared a game for us. Is that true?
Oh,
I
Am I
did.
gonna actually
I
have to
did
look at
prepare.
they're
penises?
pixelated, Dina. It's fine.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Yeah.
You'll still see
We're
it
gonna
in your
play a
mind's
game.
eye, though.
Yeah.
And I've decided this game is officially called Cryptid or Cryptic.
Cryptid or cryptic.
And what he means by that is gang
And-
members flash their genitalia at us. No.
Blue
Not
penises? Is that what we're
cryptid.
looking at? Listen, we have no gang
Wow, my
affiliations here. Okay.
So what I've done is I've prepared a series of pictures.
Mhm.
And these pictures, I just need everyone to know, since Dina can't say it out loud, Dina has a guest at her house, and she is just frantically messaging us in our private chat that this guest has not left, and she just wants them to leave.
Listen, can't you do that? I thought in the South all you had to do was go, well, and then they got the hint and then they would leave. Like you just,
Yeah.
you breathe deep
No,
and then
that's not how it
place
works
your
in the South
hands
at
on,
all.
on your thighs and you
Do you
stand up out of your chair.
Do you stop putting sugar in the iced tea?
You shut off the
Yeah.
water.
No. See, what the problem is
Turn off all the
that her
electricity.
guest is like an NPC. So right now, because they're in a different part of the map, she hasn't triggered the event to get the guest to leave.
It's the-
Have you unlocked quick travel yet?
Watch out though, the imps are triggered by sound, Dina, so you can't shoot your pistol anywhere in the level or they'll hear it.
They keep like going by the door, and then like when I open,
You
the
can
door,
hide inside of an old
they
box.
like run away.
Dina, blink twice if you're in danger.
Oh my god, there were so
That's
many.
too many
six.
blinks. What
Okay,
does
that's
that
like
mean?
14
What's
times.
6 mean, you guys? I'm
Can
confused.
you blink 9
That was in
times
sets
after
of
that?
2.
Am I supposed to take off my shirt?
Can you?
I know what'll help. I know exactly what'll help, though.
Listen, guys, I need to see some dick here. Bob,
Wow.
Oh.
Well,
Is someone
Dina-
getting a phone call?
does someone have an old
Dina,
school
the phone's
rotary phone?
Hello?
Hey, Mom. This is your son from the future calling. I was just wondering if I could go to Uncle Bobbo and Uncle Rance's house and play glue grabbing goodies.
Absolutely not. We are not to trust those men.
But, Mom, they're really cool.
They're going to show me the Owen Hart video.
She hung up. She hung up on her
You guys
son.
ready?
Dina's gonna take the wax off her hand
Wax
again.
on, wax off.
I
Wax.
I used
wax
to
up
love
with
going,
your
like,
hand.
I would go to the Renaissance Fair and, like, you could dip your hand in wax.
Really?
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That sounds very
Yeah,
unsanitary.
it was.
So you
I
guys
do.
wanna
Yeah, let's
play a
do
game?
this, buddy. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a song by
Okay.
Netflix. Hey, Netflix, if you want to come on the show, you
I
can.
know
He's
you
totally
gifted us
watching.
on our previous show, but
All right. So for the friends at home, the way this is going to work is I'm going to show two images side by side. One
Are they
of which
printouts?
yes, and they're pixelated. And the way it's going to work is you have to decide A or B. And I realized I didn't label either one A or B, so I'll just hold one up and go, "This is A, this is B." And you have to tell me which one is the cryptid and which one is the dick. And I'll give you a description of what the cryptid is and what they are together.
I
You'll
love it,
understand
yeah.
when we get there.
I
Just
have
got
a
a couple.
question.
Yeah.
I've never asked because, like, Daniel's whole book that is coming out is like cryptids and whatever the fuck. What's a cryptid?
like a chimera,
so-
if you will. Basically, any mythological creature.
it's
Sorry.
basically-
Bob, damn it! I'm fucking
Mhm.
Bob. I'm so sorry.
No, Dan. I wanted to hear. Actually, you have the book.
It's a
great
gigantic
tie-in. I kinda wanted to hear.
penis-shaped monster.
Yes,
Right?
it is
Is
a
that right,
penis
Bob?
monster. Yeah.
No, that's addicted. I'm
I
sorry.
need to know if this is
so
sarcasm.
Loch Ness monster is a cryptid. A unicorn would be a cryptid. Any type of mythological creature that could, especially if it
Bigfoot.
could hypothetically still live.
The abominable
right now?
snowman.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of the time
Okay,
it's like
I got it, okay.
folkloric creatures as well, and especially like within certain regional areas as opposed to
So Taylor Swift got it.
yeah.
Daniel's
Yeah,
dignity
penis shape.
is another example of a cryptid.
It's not real.
Oh my god.
Are we starting the game? I got
Yeah,
some-
let's do it, buddy.
Let's do this. Okay. So, got two pictures for you here. This one is A, and this one is B. Which is a? And these are, by the way, these two together. One is Bigfoot and one is Big Cock.
Left is big cock. Wait. I
No,
don't-
left is Bigfoot. That's the famous Bigfoot one that's all blurry and stuff.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
A is cock.
So
I'm
you're
with,
saying
I'm with Daniel. I'm with Daniel.
A, this is B.
I'm
A
going.
looks like the famous Bigfoot picture.
Which,
Yeah.
He's just got
Which
a
one
little
looks like
mole
the
on his
famous
penile. That's all.
all right. So let's. Why don't I flip them? Why don't I flip them, and you guys can just say, "Oh, I was correct" or "I was wrong." Ready?
Things like it.
So who was correct and who was wrong?
Can we show
Correct.
this on television?
Daniel
Oh,
called
don't
it.
worry, Dina. All the dicks are blurred out. They're definitely blurred out. This is a nice
I
cowboy
see what it
dick,
is now.
though.
You were blurry. I couldn't tell. Okay.
Sorry.
It's blurry on top of blurry.
Blurry on blurry.
Why is he holding it as if it's a
Yes.
sliz? Is that the word? Is that the word?
Is it a sliz?
Yes, he is. He is. Got that hot cowboy sliz. My fiance just said it's a glizzy.
It's a glizzy.
I like that he
right,
wasted
that's a
printer
slizzy.
ink on this.
Bob
the glizzy in the
spent this much printer ink on.
I spend a lot of time on
Okay,
this.
I'm
Printer
ready.
ink is
I'm ready.
more
That was-
expensive than
Okay,
gasoline, you
so this
guys.
next
Go ahead.
one. The next one is
Not wrong.
one of them is chupacabra, one of them is the chupacabra.
I hate the chupacabra.
Chupacabra.
I don't know.
All right.
Let's see it.
The one to
I'm so
A,
bad at this. Do I even know what a penis looks
yeah,
like?
the one on the one A, the one that
On the right
Is this
is
thing on?
yeah, the one hold on, yeah, that one that's definitely chupacabra. And the other one is the
Chupacabra?
penis the penis goat sucker.
I think
The
that
goat
the
penis
right
sucker?
is the peni.
Wait,
I'm
Rance,
gonna
what about
Okay,
everybody?
so
I'm gonna say
Dina,
that
which one is this?
So B.
B, the one in your left hand, Bob.
This
That's
one.
Penis.
That's the
That's
chupacabra.
penis.
No, wait, did I? Yeah, no, I said P.
Bob
No,
could
I
have
said
just
Those are
written
balls.
A and B on each one of these pieces. Of
He really
paper.
could have. That would have been easy.
You're right.
You know
I could
what?
have.
Go get a
I didn't think
marker.
ahead of
Hold on a
time.
second.
Okay.
Hold on a second, you guys. Bob did a lot of work putting
What?
this game together for us.
Not
Hold on a
enough.
second. He went on his way to not only research cock photos, but print them out. I hope you used company
I
ink
just
for that, by the way.
appreciate- I appreciate that his fiance's in the background. Like I have it blown up now, and I can fully see her just watching us be idiots. Okay.
Oh my god.
B is a peni. That's got to be a
I'm going
penis.
with B as well.
Yeah, I'm going B as the penis.
I feel like Dina's gut needs to be trusted.
Yeah, we're all going B.
Oh man, it's gonna be wrong this time.
That's a chupacabra, my friend.
Damn it. See, my gut told me that I was wrong, so I was
You
still
enhance.
There,
You didn't block out the
A,
shadow.
A is your chupacabra.
The shadow is still very, very telling.
It actually.
Oh, absolutely, but it's not actually a dick,
but
is it?
Can
See,
you
so
told us
no
this
big deal.
before.
Was it circumcised or
It looks
uncircumcised?
uncircumcised.
Yeah, it looked done. Okay.
Bob, you didn't say this on mic,
Yeah.
but you told us earlier. Just for clarification, none of these photos are of your penis.
No,
Okay,
none of them
okay,
are of my penis.
okay.
Don't worry
I
about
mean,
it. It's
worry,
fine.
get excited.
So we
either
still
way.
don't know if he's circumcised or uncircumcised.
But hold on, my fiance needs to come and say that into the microphone.
Okay,
Give
let's
me a
listen.
second. Come on, no, come back here. You got to. Do you hear her in the background?
Yeah.
She
Talking.
got to go talk to some of her. It's fine. She got to go talk
What
to
did you
some
say,
crystals.
Sarah?
That's cool, man.
You get some more crystals in there.
Hey! I said his does not fit.
Oh!
Mic drop.
That needed to
13
be said.
inches, longer than a legal sheet.
13 inches.
I dropped my lighter.
Okay, friends.
Oh my god.
Since I got a pen
Dude,
out
you
now,
start throwing at your friends.
Fire?
are we ready for next round?
Got it.
Okay.
Mine are too tight.
A.
Hold on, it needs to focus. There we
I
go.
got this.
A is Loch Ness Monster.
What could one of them be?
B is
B is
definitely
clearly
a
Longwanger.
penis.
No, B's not a penis.
So you're saying A is the
Yes.
the
Wait.
Loch Ness Monster and B is
Yeah.
the Cock Ness Monster?
No. B, no. Hold on. Let me think this
Okay,
through,
think it
guys.
through.
Hold on. Let me think it
Just
through.
really get a good look at that,
Let me
Dina.
think it through. B is
Please think
not a
about that.
penis because I feel like you're trying to trick us. You're trying to trick it. Well, no, wait. It's got the shadow. It's got the flat shadow, so it's going to be like the whale.
Bob
Shit.
is clever enough
A is
to
going to be the Loch Ness
make us
Monster.
think
Okay.
that he's trying to trick us when he's really not trying to trick us. So I'm going to go with the obvious here and say B
is
is
the
I'm
Loch
sticking
a
with my gut.
gigantic dick.
Yeah, A is the Loch Ness Monster, B is a giant penis.
Yep.
A was the Loch Ness
B
Monster,
looks
B was the
Listen.
gigantic dick.
There
That's
needs to be
some
some
real
grooming there.
dinosaur lord's bush right there, you guys.
And that's where the gooch
Oh
is
my
right there.
God.
This is the bottom up shot. So this is the gooch.
thought that was
and
clear.
the hole, and then we got the tower.
Ew, no, it wasn't.
It looks like a It looks like
and it looks a lot like
the monolith
Loch
from
Ness
like
Monster.
Planet of the Apes.
Oh my god, I
That's
was
just
thinking
'cause
the
of
same
sensor
thing.
bar.
Oh,
It's too bad the
goodness.
gooch wasn't lit up better.
Are you guys having
I
fun?
mean,
with
but
this?
you're not wrong. That was some dinosaur, like, full bush right there. That was some full bush.
All right. So I got one.
Okay.
I got one more for you guys. And this time it is the Wendigo and the
The
Wendigo.
Wendigo! Okay.
Ready?
So, all right, you ready? A and
Oh
B.
my god.
A is the penis. B is the Native
A,
American
yeah.
monster
A is-
of.
A is the Hulk.
A is
A's
the whole.
hanging dong.
That is
and it's
Lou
not even cut
Ferrigno.
off by the photo. Like it's not. You can't even see the whole dong. It's cut off by the screen.
I don't think I'm familiar enough with P9. That's. I really want A to be the Hulk, though.
Yeah, that's Lou
It
Ferrigno.
essentially is. It's.
So
Oh,
B
it's
is gonna
kind
be
of
the
the
P.
Hulk.
Oh my God, I hate it.
His dangle is
Oh my
so
God, I
impressive.
hate it.
It's on the next page. Like it printed 2 pages.
Ew.
Oh, blood.
It is. I mean, let's be honest. This was just a good excuse for me to
Is
look at
that
some
it? Are we
vintage
done?
pictures of dicks.
Okay.
That's it, my friends. You did a
Shortest thing
fantastic
ever,
job.
that's what
But I
she
do
said.
actually have one
Oh,
bonus
oh,
one for
good.
you.
Yeah.
Is this a cryptid or is this a dick?
That's
Just
a dick.
What do you
Was
guys
it
think?
sent? Was it sent to any people on Twitter?
Listen, I swear to God, if you turn that around and it's a photo of Vic the Dick Milan, I'm gonna shit.
I wish I was that
would've been
clever.
amazing. All right, I'm gonna go.
Wait, is that my butt?
Oh, that's a.
Oh, sorry,
that's a big
Daniel.
dick.
That's a dick just sitting on a big old
That's a
fence post.
fucking.
No, that's a
That's a
schlong.
fucking sundial,
That's
you
a
guys.
cannon. Oh my
He's just trying to see what time it is.
That's literally a cannon.
That's some Civil War shit right there. Oh my!
Thank you
it's
for
great.
joining me on that journey.
That was
journey.
fantastic.
Dina.
This is gonna be a regular thing. It may not always be like.
I mean,
you know,
I
cryptids
hope
and
there'll at
dicks,
least be like
but I think-
cryptids and vaginas sometime. You know, really, like, let's be, yeah.
I knew you
Yeah,
were going to
no,
say
we'll-
I
that.
want us to be, you know, equal opportunity here.
Oh my god.
As a man, Daniel.
As a man.
So I was also gonna play bingo. Like I was gonna print out some bingo cards for us to play, but to be honest with you, we would have all won by now because we're
Inside joke bingo.
also fucking predictable.
Yeah, we are.
Also wanted to
I don't know what you're talking about.
one of them was Sean changes his voice.
Yep.
One of them was producer Sean.
Hold on a second.
Shits on Dan.
Before you
Yeah.
go ahead past the change my voice thing, I actually did it on purpose this time, okay? So
Yeah, wasn't the accidental.
That is possibly one of my favorite
That was
podcasting
so
moments
good. It was like
ever.
20 minutes that he was doing it.
Producer guys.
Sean, do you know that your voice has
Producer
changed?
Sean has a confused look on his face, and that's a frightening look for anybody.
no.
Okay.
Sean, did we lose
No,
the
the
whole
show's
show?
still we're still recording an hour and 23 minutes. Actually, we didn't actually start the show until like
And we've
10
only
or
talked
15
about
minutes
poop
in.
and penile.
Poop and peanut. Well, we did have a few other topics to hit. And Dina, actually, I want to apologize to Dina because she had tried to broach the topic earlier, and then we got derailed so hard. It was specifically talking about like the worst. What was it, Dina? It was like the worst writing takes we've seen, or the worst advice we've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, the worst writing advice we've seen. Is it specifically
No, it could
on
be from
Twitter,
anywhere.
or-
It could be from anywhere.
Anywhere, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go
Oh,
first.
would you like to go first, Dina?
Shut the fuck up. I'm going
Oh!
first. So,
The way she didn't even ask for permission, you guys? Jesus.
so no, because I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it, and people are gonna get mad. I was once told to make my writing less flowy.
Less flowy. What does that mean?
Less flowy. I don't know. I blocked them, so I have no idea.
Less flowy.
Listen, she
Less flowy.
decided instead of asking for clarification, she just murdered them in their sleep. So we'll never know.
This is the same person that said bile and all
Oh,
that
the
shit on
shitty
my
beta.
document, so
The shitty
less
beta.
flowy.
Bless.
Shitty.
The shitty beta.
Thought
Yeah.
some
That is
fucking
terrible advice.
beta brat out there was trying to make you some beta brat.
Listen, when I read a book, I don't want it to flow. I need it to be less flowy. I want it to just sit still, not to really do anything, and not really go anywhere.
I want
Don't
it to
flow
be,
at all.
I want it to be
'Cause he has-
jagged as an old woman's ball hairs.
Oh!
Ooh.
An old woman's ball hairs.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know, she got like that hanging down part that's basically balls, right?
Oh,
You paint a picture
the
with
lips?
words, my friend.
Yeah,
That
the
is-
li-
oh.
That was flowy. That was real flowy.
I believe they call.
So I have a No, go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead. No, I want you to say,
Say it,
that. Whatever the fuck
Say
you're
it.
about to say. Go ahead, Sean.
I don't remember.
Oh! Fucking too flowy.
Okay, so here's some particularly bad writing advice that I have seen on Twitter recently, actually. I'll read it right
Okay.
now. Find a particularly tense or emotional moment in your whip and have one character give another a rubber chicken while saying bok
Hold
bok.
on. Can you? I know what bit you're doing right now, but can we start over and can you act like really posh while you read it?
Yeah.
I closed it. find a particular tense or emotional moment in your whip and have one character give another a rubber chicken while saying "bok bok." Post the results.
Who would give that advice? That is terrible advice.
Some
What an idiot.
Some fucking guy who thinks that he knows how to fix everybody's writing. You know,
But it also,
Let's talk about
but it
adverbs.
also got
Let's
us.
talk
It
about
also got us
adverbs.
my favorite line. Bok bok, motherfucker. Shout out Javin. That was incredible.
That was pretty good.
I think it's Javen.
Yeah, I think it is. Well, I mean, Daniel gets
I
the
think
names
it's
wrong,
Javen.
right?
It's his thing.
So, don't worry about it, y'all. This is Java just telling you this is how you write a book, okay? What you gotta do is you gotta come in and you gotta leave all your words that are flowy, leave them in the fucking trash can. Only good cut up words
Hey, Bob.
that just, yeah.
Do you remember that time that you like wrote a book or whatever and you like showed it to your dad? And
Bob can't escape
Oh no!
You know what the best,
You guys.
the best part about that is, Dina, is that was going to be my bad writing advice was if you ever think that you want to write a book, just realize that you're wasting your time and you're never going to go anywhere in your life and throw it in the trash. Especially 300 pages in.
back
That'll
to-
do it.
Jesus, Bob can't
Weird
escape this.
quarantine
trauma.
trauma
Back
time.
to trauma.
Bob, I think the lesson that we need to learn here is that always back up your work, right?
Yeah. You know,
Listen.
when you're a fucking 17-year-old kid and you don't understand what a fucking backup drive is.
You know what?
maybe
When I was
then,
17 or
then
16
you'll
and
understand.
my mom's like big trump card on me when I got into trouble was she'd take the power cable away from my computer.
Yeah.
I love the shit out of her. And,
Mhm.
you know, she thought she was doing something good, but she didn't know I had 18 fucking power cables, you know? So
She didn't know
Yeah,
that you
yeah.
had your
Deep
spank
cables are a dime a
bank
dozen.
printed out.
Okay, no. Actually,
Cryptid file.
Sean actually did have the greatest Spank Bank collection because his mom was fucking cool as shit. Yeah, I'm not gonna elaborate on that, Sean. I'm gonna leave
I
that
hate
statement.
that, and I
Are
need
you-
it
hold on,
elaborated
I have nothing to- hold
because
on a
this is
second.
ruining my view of Sean.
Hold on a second. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Are you talking about my subscription to Maxim magazine when I was 15 years old?
No, it was Playboy, bro. You had a
Oh
Playboy.
yeah, my mom
subscription.
did buy me Playboy. Yeah, because she
What a cool
She,
mom! What the fuck?
she
Mom
thought
knew you
that
were
sexual
jacking
appetite
off.
was normal and healthy, and she
Good for her.
bought me a Playboy. I wasn't old enough to buy it myself.
What's that
so
like?
She was a bro.
My mom
Look, you
kicked
don't
ass,
want to
dude.
be all bound
Bro,
up in
that's
there.
what I'm
You want to
trying to
make
say.
sure you get it out.
Like, nah, your mom was amazing. And then, like,
Guys,
Yeah.
guys. I think I grew up in a cult. What?
You mean your
I'm
parents
in
never bought
shock.
you porn when you were a kid? That's cult-like behavior right there.
hold on,
That's
hold
the
on, Dina.
bar.
I have to know.
You get
And this could be through TV, internet, finding a picture on the floor. When
She's
was the
not gonna
first
answer
time
this
you saw a
question, dude.
penis?
The first time I
Yes,
saw a
it could be
penis.
Please don't.
it was a few minutes ago when we were playing the Cryptid or Cryptic game.
Please don't say
time.
church.
No, the first time I saw a penis was on Omegle.
Oh,
I do.
you guys remember that?
Yeah.
it's still a thing today.
Yeah. I was staying at my friend's house, and it was actually at her grandma's house. And we had access to the internet, so we were going to go on Omegle because, you know, at our homes we didn't have access to the internet.
Hold on. Can I
And
guess
we were
what happened?
learning how to rap.
Before you go on, can I guess what
What?
happened?
Yeah,
I
go ahead,
imagine-
go.
You were flipping through people on Omegle, and suddenly you were like, "Oh, who's petting that cryptid right there?" And then your eyes got wide, and you were like,
Hold on to your butts.
"It's not a cryptid. It's a
Yes. So we were learning how to rap Macklemore, You're Welcome. And and we were going through Omegle and we stumbled across people having the strokes.
I'm sorry, the what?
So the strokes.
Say it for me.
The strokes.
The what?
The band The Strokes?
Say it for me.
Strokes. The sex. So,
Wait, hold on. So it wasn't a dude jerking it. It was people
was
having
it like-
sex?
Wow.
Yeah.
That never happens on Omegle. That's incredible. It's 97% of the
really?
time it's a dude
Oh,
jerking
really?
it.
Just jerking it.
Wow, we're pretty
Yeah.
lucky then. No, yeah, it was right there, and that's ladies and gentlemen how I learned what sex was and the penis looked like.
It
So-
looked like a bell?
Do you think
Swings
there's
like one.
any
Yeah.
was there any like belly button play?
What were we talking about?
Was there any
What
belly
are we
button
talking
play?
about?
No.
No.
Dan.
Dude, don't do that to Rance. What is wrong with you?
It's
It
so
is.
weird.
It might. Yeah.
Rant. Tell the Uno
God.
Oh yeah,
story.
yeah. Okay, but okay, yeah. Here's the thing, man.
First time you saw a vagina,
Well,
go.
it wasn't that. It was okay. So, remember when the Xbox had a camera? The Xbox 360 had a camera, right?
Yes.
And-
the Connect cam, yeah.
And it was even before that. It was before the Kinect came out. It was this little tiny Xbox cam. But it was before they did like the motion capture shit. So you would play Uno online. And you could have a camera on. And it was a black market for dudes meeting up with other dudes. And you would see like guys would be like they're starting to play a game of Uno and then they just show their penis. And we specifically saw like a dude spread his penis hole on Uno. On Uno, you guys. But this also was the same Uno. This is also also the same camera.
What happens if they hit the reverse card?
I don't know. And no.
That Rance, you'll be spreading your penis hole out.
bitch.
we used to like it was like you would play like oh god, what was it, Burnout Paradise, and it would like take a picture of like if you had your camera hooked up and you crashed somebody else, it would take a picture offset by any number of milliseconds of their reaction.
I'm sorry. Hold on, Rance. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Daniel, are you bored by this story?
No, I'm turned on.
He's in it. He's
Do you
in it.
always yawn when you're turned on?
Yes.
Dan,
I have
Oh,
yawn
fuck.
donors.
Dan, I respect you. It's okay.
Wait.
Oh God, what do you?
There you go.
Did
What'd
you
you
really
just-
just do that? You just got finished telling us that you can't even touch your own nose, and then you just did the bewitched.
Oh yeah.
No, okay, so this at the bottom,
So it's
at the bottom,
It's
is
the
different
bridge.
than
So like
at the
right here.
sides.
Okay.
Does this make you uncomfortable?
No, it's the sides. The sides can't close in on like the
Yeah.
the
Is
Is it
center.
like a
Because
suffocation
if the center
fear
and the sides
kind
touch,
of thing?
no, it feels gross. Like it's, and then like it never goes
Yeah.
back to normal. Like after
Especially after someone takes the hot number 3.
it's never normal again.
Number 3.
Yeah, especially after number
Yeah.
3.
Guys, one time I accidentally taped over my dad's porn with part of an episode of Darkwing Duck.
Please tell me that's true. Is that true?
That's 100%
Oh.
true.
My God.
Papa Denton's kink
So there
changed
was-
that day.
And the weirdest part was it was Darkwing Duck and like a giant walrus doing a do-si-do dance. I remember it specifically because I, snuck downstairs to
Okay,
watch porn after I got
but we
home
know-
from school, and that's
This was
time frame that-
probably early 90s, late 80s, early 90s, right?
Let's
Okay, so
get
we know that.
dangerous.
Oh, yeah, absolutely,
In those
early 90s.
days, porn had the best titles. Do you recall, Bob? Do you recall the title of the porno that you taped over?
Bodacious Tatas.
Audacious tatas.
But it was probably Bodacious Tatas 11 or something because they always used the same title with like a number at the end.
No,
Can
it
I
was.
tell you the one?
It was. No, it was the
First
first one. It
edition.
had a full-on story and everything.
Nice.
Can I tell
Nice.
you that they're
Yeah. Mhm. It was a story about a guy who Let me tell you. Okay, there was one
So
tape
it had to
of
be
porn in
good
my dad's
porn.
basement
Dude, it was
that he
this
thought he
one
had hidden
tape,
really
Bob?
well. Yeah, it was. Yeah. It was this one tape, and it said various on the back because he didn't want us to know that it was porn. So he had written the word various on it, like, oh, there's various television shows on this. So one day I was looking for a tape to like tape stuff, and I found his porn, and so then that was my growing up porn exposure.
What?
Yeah, and bodacious.
So listen,
What did you
Can I
say?
tell
Why
you
are we
that there's
talking about
every-
that? Weren't we supposed to talk about bad writing
Yeah, you knew
tapes?
this was going to happen
listen.
on this
The
show.
whole point of this show was to go off the
Yeah.
rails. But
I-
listen, rumor has it every time Bob hears the word various, he gets aroused.
He does.
So there's one that I've always wanted to see.
That's
I
sign
just,
language for
I
erection.
I haven't had the gumption to follow through. There's a late 80s DVD.
You've never finished,
Yes,
is what I'm
well,
hearing.
I finished too soon.
Listen, Daniel has never made it more than 60 seconds into a porno. Okay, he has no idea what the story is after that.
This is a very real
Ew.
porno. It's called the San Francisco 69ers versus the Green Bay Ass Packers, and it's an all-girls football-themed porno. And this
How have we not
absolutely
watched
exists.
this?
Dan, if
This
you
is what I'm
find this,
trying to say.
I will watch it with you. You will.
The next, Don't Make It Weird Theater.
Dina.
It'll be on Vimeo. Don't worry, YouTube. We won't do that to
Look
you.
at Dina's face. He's so shocked.
Don't worry. We'll
Honest-
have Bobbo paint a big black bar over it.
Dina,
So we'll
I'm
just
sorry.
So yeah, it'll be
we'll
fine.
go with context clues.
If you guys do that, can you like sell it to people so we
Yeah,
can
we can
actually
just post
make
that on
money on this
Pornhub
shit?
because Daniel and I are honestly just gonna jack each other off. So, like, I mean, what?
Mhm.
Oh, is this live? I'm sorry, you guys.
Oh. I'm sorry, Mom.
Somebody send help.
I'm sorry,
Mom.
Mom. That's right. Oh,
Well,
Dan.
Dina, your help's in the next
Do you
room.
need us
She
to
won't
cut that
leave.
part out?
Nope. My mom is well aware of my life and my lifestyle.
positive.
And
Sex positive. Yeah.
Your mom is an absolute saint.
She's wonderful. She's just the
I
best.
grew up in a cult.
Oh,
and it has been sent to
Oh,
us
God.
too. Dan, you sent us. You
Daniel,
sent
no.
the description.
Daniel,
I
no.
It was just
Do
the
not.
watching it
I'm
right
not
now, you
opening that
guys.
link.
It's
No.
not the actual link to it.
It's just the
It's just
description.
it's the description.
Ew. No, I'm not
Oh my
gonna
god,
I
the
didn't
no.
just
star,
send-
you guys. The star's name is Allison Chains.
Bro, I thought you were about to say Dina, and I was gonna shit
Oh,
myself.
shit.
That is the most 90s porn star name I've ever heard in my life.
It is.
Well, you didn't even talk to the director, dude.
Jim
Jim?
Powers.
Jim Powers. Also
Dude, every
starring
guy's name was Powers.
You guys, my family can never see this.
Wait, are you
We-
still
we-
in the cult?
we also have adult actress
Culture.
Gina Ryder. Yeah, Vanity Irons is in this.
hmm
Yeah.
Wow.
Rance D. Denton? What the
Oh,
fuck?
yeah, I mean, you know, had a wild life. Had a wild life.
Why would you use your
Oh,
full
no.
name? That's so
You know,
weird.
I've heard.
You won't even use it
I've
on
heard
Twitter.
it's
What
easy
a
to get
jackass.
fired again?
You know.
Yeah. Hey, Rance, want me to just go ahead and ship this episode to your
Yeah. Absolutely. Yep.
The school
Go for it.
board?
Just
Yeah.
It's Mr. Education at
Don't worry, it's cool. Here's
schoolboard.gov.
Stuck up.
Oh shit! All right.
What were
So
we
we were
talking
talking about
Bad writing
worst
takes.
writing advice. Yeah, and
That was like 30 minutes ago.
all right. So we had
Yeah.
yeah. Not being flowy.
Because
is
I
one.
don't write.
You
Rance,
guys,
yeah.
wait, hold on. This is like the third or fourth time that Bob has put on chapstick, and I just
Listen,
needed to point it out.
he's moisturizing, okay?
So it's a It's a nervous. It's a nervous thing. Like when I'm doing podcasts.
Why are you nervous?
I do. It's like not like
tick,
nervous. Like oh god, I'm nervous. It's like a tick, kind of, yeah. But also, I feel like I speak better if my lips aren't like
I'm
dry
the opposite.
and like sticking
You know
together,
who
and
else
especially
thought
when
that
I
way?
drink
Buffalo Bill.
alcohol.
I'd fuck me.
hearing Tara back there.
Tara
laugh.
loved that joke. That's because she doesn't know Daniel very well yet. She's gonna be at the bottom of the well in Daniel's
it's not
mom's
that funny
basement.
when you know him.
Dina, you haven't seen the
Puts the
movie.
lotion
He's
on his
literally a
skin.
creepy like 30-something in his
Wait,
mom's
but
basement right
but
now.
I gotta
love
defend
it.
Daniel. He's going there specifically for.
No, you don't.
It's his set, you guys.
Yeah, it's a set. Dan, I got your back.
I got my studio recording
Listen,
done in my mom's
I
basement,
really
bro.
want some water. I just don't want to get shit from you guys for me to call my mom to come downstairs and give me water.
Can you please? I'll send you $1. Daniel, I'll send you $1 right now if you call your mom. Look, I'm pulling up my bank. I'll send you $1 right now if you call
Okay, but
your mom
you gotta
and
put her
ask
on
her
the
to bring
mic,
you some
though.
water.
Oh, yeah.
And you gotta tell her. Mom, can you bring me some water?
Hey,
Please.
Mom. Oh, hold on. She didn't pick. She just.
Daniel,
She
wait,
just.
there it is.
She hung up on me. Hey, Mom. Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah. You're fine. You're fine. Hey, Mom. Could I ask a favor? Could you get me a glass of water, please, and perhaps a snack?
Okay, like what kind of snack?
Just-
Got that
Snacky cakes?
Asian stuff?
Sorry, what, Mom?
That Asian
Yeah, I want cheesy peas.
Yeah, I would love. Yep, those little Asian crackers would be outstanding. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Mom. I love you.
Okay, but now hold on. Now she's actually gonna come into the
Yep.
studio.
Yep.
She is
Yeah, I'll
okay.
make sure she says hi. Yeah. I'll make
Your
sure she
mom
says hi.
is
Oh, that was
truly a gem. She at no point told you to fuck off the way mine would have said. She would have gone, "Oh, what the fuck."
Yeah.
Hand me my pack of cigarettes.
Give me my smoke.
My mom would have been confused.
Wow.
Well, I've heard you guys do
That sounds
impressions
just like
before.
our
so-
My
mom.
mom would have. My mom would have been like, "Hello," and I would have been like, "Yeah, hey, can you get me some water and like a snack? You want me to bring it in there?" Like she would have been like very, very concerned.
She's coming.
She just texted me, so let's see
Oh my
how
God,
that
she
goes.
should do it.
Oh God.
You just go down.
What
I'm so excited.
We're gonna have to skip this next section because I really want to talk about the pet peeve words, and I really
Yeah.
want to have a moment there. So
Okay, yeah. Well, I tell you. So worst writing advice I've ever gotten.
yeah,
Oh, we're still on that.
Hey, I
We
gotta be
never
honest.
started.
I gotta be honest. We didn't. I gotta be honest with you. Like, there's so much out there
Yeah.
that I have blanked it all out of my mind. Like, that's not me trying to be like I literally don't take advice anymore. I just
Hi,
fucking
Mom.
do it and fail. If
Oh,
I'm
you
gonna
come over
fail,
here
I
and say
do
hi
it
to
and I fail.
Corley's here. Corley's here, you guys.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. So this is my mom.
Corley, hi.
Look
I
at
gotta
her.
look for Dan's mom.
Yep. Yep. See, right
Oh
up there.
my
Mom.
God.
Corley.
Yep. See. Yeah. She's
Hi,
she's
Corley.
the best mom
I
in the
love her.
world.
Oh
Bring
my
me
God.
a snack and some water.
Best mom in the world.
Best mom in the world.
Oh my God, I'm her darling.
I'm the one
Stop.
with
Okay.
She just got very excited. She goes, "Oh my God, she's
I'm the
my
one with the
darling."
dirty mouth.
So
Daniel, get her to sign the release. All right, you guys.
Look, she brought the snacks.
She brought me some snacks.
She
She's
brought
gonna
the
put it in a nice little
snacks.
bowl for me.
Bro, why is she so good?
Your mom.
With wasabi.
Look at her.
She's a sweetheart, you guys.
She's Vanna White.
She really is the best. What happens? This is.
Oh my God, I love her.
Mom, thank
That adorable cuddle, Dan, the adorable cuddle bug.
Can you just get me some hot pockets, please?
I just want to hold her. I want her to
Can you
hold
ask
me.
her? Can you ask her to retweet the tweet from 5 years ago?
Yeah. I love my mom so much.
Your mom is
This is-
amazing.
She's the best, dude.
This is
She's
Bro,
the
that is
best.
so nice.
Okay,
She literally
Daniel.
brought water and snacks. That's
Daniel,
so cute.
do not eat those snacks
Okay.
into your
I
mic,
don't want
please.
Daniel to
please.
be centering
The
anything.
hard-earned
Please.
water.
All right, listen. While Rance gives us his bad writing advice, I'm going to mute the mic. I'm going to have some snacks.
Okay. So yeah, no, the worst. I've seen so much bad writing advice everywhere. It's like all over, obviously, on the internet, right? Like people who just presume that there is that they have some kind of like, I don't know, unique perspective. It's also fucking tired. Look at him; he's just pouring on himself.
Okay.
Your mother brought those to you, Ted. Quickly.
She's so upset. My jaw hurts.
Dan, if she cleans up after you, I'm going to drive to your house and smack you. For everybody not watching this and listening to
like
it, Dan
Stone
just
Cold
poured
Steve
all of his
Austin did
snacks
all over
into
himself.
his
That
mouth
is a
and they
real
just went
Cartman move
everywhere.
right there.
Oh.
Man.
And then his mom just came back to check on him to make sure he was okay.
God, why do we not have
Daniel,
like
are you
TV
okay?
show shit?
I'm gonna need you to come get these crummies off me, please.
And bring the bedpan,
Bro, guys. Okay, wait. This just unlocked. This unlocked a core memory. My dad used to have my mom take like the handheld vacuum, you know, like the old fashioned, not like the Dyson, but like the old fashioned handheld vacuums. He would make her vacuum the peanut shells off of his chest. Because he would sit in his chair and peel peanuts
Dina,
and just let him fall all over
Dina,
himself.
there is specifically a moment in my book that will both speak to and potentially traumatize you based on that core memory.
Dina, did you ever learn how to properly
Yes.
shop vac peanut shells off of a man's chest? Because there's like a way to do it.
Yeah, how do you do it, Sean?
I did.
You did. Oh, well, I've never done it, but I have taught many people how to do it. You know?
Can you teach me right now? Because I have no chest
You
hair,
have to
so I'm
go-
gonna need to know
well,
for
it's-
others.
Have you ever seen the Zamboni on an ice hockey rink?
Yes.
Like you have to go in like matching lines back and
Yeah.
forth.
Do you wet
for
it first?
even coverage? You don't wet it first.
Okay.
You go in even lines across, but you have to kind of overlap each pass just
Let
a
me
little
write this-
bit.
let me write this down.
Yeah, get your notebook.
Okay.
You go one pass and then you come back, but you overlap the first pass just a little bit, just for even coverage, and then you go all the way down. And by the
Taking
time
notes.
you get to the bottom,
To the bottom.
right. By the time you get to the bottom,
Okay.
more shells are up top. So you got to
More
kind
shells
of
up top. Okay.
you know, like how they say when they have to paint the Golden Gate Bridge to keep it that
Yeah.
nice color. By the time they're done painting the other end, they got to start over again at the beginning.
Did they paint
Yeah.
the bridge?
Oh my god, I love the keyboard sounds. That was so
I'm
perfect.
totally fucking with you.
That was so good.
I was totally trying to mess with your group. Go ahead.
All right, Rance,
just had the
tell us the
masterclass.
writing advice.
I got it
I
all.
need
got
the
it all.
writing advice.
Yeah, I don't know, man. At this point, I'm
Rance,
so
your bad
far
writing
past
advice.
it.
Gotta
I want to
hear
talk about the pet peeve words now because that one.
No,
cracks your
hold
bird.
on. We
Hold
can't
on.
gloss
Hold on.
over. We can't gloss over Bobbo here, who's obviously the biggest writer of the group. What's the worst writing advice you ever got, Bob?
Keep going. That was just.
I told you it was don't. It was don't fucking write because your life is you're worthless as a writer.
I would
That's
like
the worst,
to make.
the worst
I've
advice I
been
ever
told
got.
I'm worthless as a human, so I'd take writer of a human.
I have it on good advice though. That I have
Cheers
it on
to you,
good
Grandma.
advice. Jesus, Tina, that got dark. I have it on good advice and good word that Bobbo has
Cheers,
actually
Mom.
been working on some writing.
Oh!
What?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Bing, bing, bing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait.
I don't write.
Is it
Oh shit!
Is
There's
it an
no
adult
batteries
film?
in it.
Don't.
involving
Hey
Darkwing
guys,
Duck?
there's drama
Oh,
unfolding
shit.
at my house.
I just want to know if it's an
I'm
adult
muted.
film involving Darkwing Duck.
Various
Okay.
genres.
No, I'm working on writing. I'm working on writing for the For the are you talking about the
Yes.
quarantine the quarantine story time one? Yes, so we're working on
Are you writing
the
a horror story? A short horror story? Is that what you're
Tara's
doing?
going upstairs. Good night, babe. I am writing a short horror story for and I've decided on the actual name of the podcast. It is going to be called, it's going to be hosted by a friend of ours. And,
Is it us?
oh my god, what? No,
How
no.
dare you not choose me to host?
His name is Gary.
His name is Glenn.
His
Gary
name is
Oh, I thought
Gary
you were going to
Dory.
say Mick.
Go on.
Sorry.
And each episode is going to have 2 stories in it, and it's going to be 2 Gary Dorys.
Hunky dory.
You lost me, buddy.
I forget what it was. It was 2
You're a
Gary
really good
Dorys
writer.
to tell in the dark.
Bob,
Listen, could you
terrible
make
writer.
your story less flowy?
Don't remember.
Like,
Anyway,
not
look, I'm
feeling
writing a short story.
Honestly, I'm tasting bio
No,
right
I
now.
did.
so-
You know what? Let me tell you what. Let me tell you what bad writing advice is. It's to let your brother pitch a story that you're writing on a podcast when you don't
that
expect
right
it.
there.
I think he's calling you out, buddy.
I think he is.
That's it.
What
This
a
is
son
a
of a
struggle.
bitch.
And I feel his pain.
It was Gary Dory's 2 tails in the dark.
As an empath, I
That's
feel
what
like
it
he
was.
thinks like he doesn't.
Gary
know what he's
Dory's
talking
2 Tales to Tell in the Dark.
Oh.
See, Dan gets
Gary,
it.
Gary Dory's
It's a play on words.
2 tails in the dark.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
I don't get it.
Okay.
The host is Gary
Explain
Dory.
it to
and
me
each
like I'm 5. I don't
week
get
it's
it.
2 stories.
Hold on, Bob. Before you
Bob,
explain
Bob.
it, you have
Okay,
to say,
so
as a
the
man,
host of the show's
and then
name is
explain.
Gary Dory.
There you go.
I need more condescension,
As a-
Bob. More
Okay, as,
condescension.
Dina, as a man, there's although I need Dina to get her fan first.
She had it on deck and ready,
Thank
baby.
It
you.
was ready.
Now we're prepared. There's so the host of the show, his name is Gary Dory, and he has 2 short stories in each episode, and you should listen to it with the lights off. So it's Gary Dory's 2 Tales in the Dark, and it's supposed to sound like an old series of books that everybody of my era
Scary
read.
stories
my
to read
generation.
Children
in the dark,
called
Yep.
Scary Stories.
Back in my day.
You know,
Can
Back in
I
my
give
day,
a
we
piece
had a
of
movie, made a
my
advice?
movie about it that
generation was
nobody
just
watched.
exposed to so much social media. Okay.
Mhm.
In my generation. Yeah. So
Please.
so this
I
advice
hope
is
it's
not
bad
given to me,
advice,
it's given
'cause
to a
that's
friend, and I'm going to keep this all gender neutral and anonymous. My friend that
Oh,
we
God. I can't wait
all
for him
know.
to try to
Yeah.
use neutral pronouns right now. Let's
yeah,
hear it.
I'm going to fuck this up. My friend was told that they should put less humor in their story, that the story was too funny.
Too funny. Yep.
Yeah.
Less humor in this.
Wait, hold
in
on.
this-
Was this like a drama? What was the genre?
Believe
Was a romantic...
Oh, hold on. Hold on. For the folks at home, Daniel finished half of his story, muted to take a bite of his snacks.
Yes. I really like those snacks. I
Corley
wasn't
brought
thinking
those
about
snacks
it.
down for you. You got to eat them on the
Okay,
show.
hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Tell us what it is, though. You
Sorry.
said Asian
It's a-
crackers? What is it?
Yeah, it's like little
Like
Asian,
sesame
crack
crackers?
mix crackers. Yeah.
Can you
it's got
eat
little
them like
wasabi
Stone
pellets.
Cold one more time?
Oh, they're
Can you just
rice crackers.
Cascade them down
Just
your
dump it
chin
just right
like
there.
a freaking dumbass? No, seriously. What's the genre?
Oh, food my mouth.
The genre is romantic comedy, otherwise known
So
as
the rom-com
rom-com.
was too funny,
And
is what the feedback was.
yeah, the rom-com was too funny.
How stupid.
It was too funny. And yeah. I can't go into any more details without giving it away. It was just too funny.
More dick, less stick, all right? It's too funny.
Hey, listen, can I...
We need less of a plot and less humor and just straight sex. Thank you.
All right.
Right
Can
to
we
it.
have... Can we? I'm going to steal Daniel's thing right
Yeah,
now and ask
do it.
Rance and Bob to do another edition of the pitch room. Rance, you're muted, buddy.
Thank you. That was because I was farting earlier and I didn't want nobody to hear it.
Oh man, I was hoping I would hear it.
All right, so
Me?
Hey, do you
Well,
want to
why
write a
would you
romance
want-
novel for me?
Why would you want me to write a romance novel?
Yeah, you. Because I heard you write the best romances out there. You ain't got no humor in them. You ain't got none of that dumb shit like
So
kissing
you want me to write...
or feelings. Just straight
So
up.
you want me to write a
plowing.
story just about plowing? I'm just gonna be
Yeah, it's
writing
called
about
romance.
people getting their lawns mowed, and I mean that in a sexual way.
no. Add
You're gonna be
dinosaurs.
writing
Add
about-
dinosaurs.
You're gonna be
Do you
right.
wa-
Dude, Vic, I heard you like to write romance novels about
Vic
dinosaurs.
the Dick.
Hey, it's me, Vic.
It's Vic the Dick Noir.
I can't even continue. I can't even continue.
Oh my God.
Oh my god.
Fuck me. Every time we mention Vic the Dick, it fucking breaks me. It breaks me.
I mean, listen, he
He's
followed the
dead,
writing
so-
That
advice
guy's a piece
because
of
there's
shit.
no humor in that
God, I'm
part.
so glad he's dead.
None.
I
Yeah,
can't tell you how
can't-
many times I've listened to that clip of you guys doing improv theater as Vic the Dick and the book, the publishing executive. Hey,
Hey,
it's me, Vic the Dick. Hey,
Someone in your workplace
hey, listen.
tells
I,
They want to buy you lunch. You say, thanks.
I can't. I just can't.
I love this is the part in the episode
Yeah,
where we just go back to our old bits
Hey,
and
you
laugh
guys
about them and
remember
nobody
that
knows
time when
what's
you said
happening.
that joke? It was so good.
You're gonna have to listen to that joke.
Oh yeah, don't listen to this show. Go back to that one. It was better.
Jokes. Just listen to the jokes. I can't believe. I honestly, it blows me fucking away that somebody be like, "Okay, this is a rom-com." Rom-com, right? Like it can't be funny. Like what the fuck do you expect? Get off my dick with that and shit.
like I picture someone at home reading this book with a grimace on their face. How dare these two characters be playful?
Romance isn't funny. Romance.
I need to feel. My husband doesn't make me laugh.
It's just about plowing. Wow. Fuck me. Well, Daniel, you had something you wanted to talk about a few minutes ago.
Okay, so I you guys know that I have pet peeves, like word pet peeve. And before I've told you, like, smirking is my pet peeve in the written, like, literary community. It's not that it's a bad word. It's a perfectly fine descriptor. There's nothing actually wrong with it. Yeah.
Daniel. This isn't Don't Make It Weird. You don't have to be diplomatic. You can say
Yeah, you can say you fucking
It's overused, and I hate
Hold on.
it because
I have Daniel's
character-
manuscript. Should we do a word search for smirk?
For smirk?
And see how many times it
Yes.
pops up?
Yes.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
that
go
I should
on.
be
Go
called
on your
out.
tirade. Go on your
Yeah.
tirade, and I'll pull it up.
So that was my first word. But I've gotten a new one. I hate, and I don't know why I see it so much. Guffawed.
It's guffawed.
That's because
No, it's guffawed.
that's because
no.
someone got beta
I
feedback
guffawed.
that was like,
Guffawed?
you can't just say the normal word, and then they look up synonyms for
Guffawed.
Yes.
laugh or whatever the fuck it is, and that's the first one.
How do you
Guffaw.
say it?
It's a guffaw.
Yeah, guffaw. But like that's the thing is I see it way too frequently because you're right. This is just someone synonyming out like I need to use a better word than he laughed or chuckled. He guffawed, and I'm just like, when has this ever been used in like particularly like English language? Like me and Bob are sitting around having beers, and we're like, hey man, that one time we were on the book club together. Remember we shared a couple guffaws, yeah? Like,
We had just a few guffaws.
I've been incorporating it in my daily language. I don't know about you guys.
instead of LOL, it's just like GOL, like guffawed out loud.
I guffawed. Yeah.
Sean, did you find anything?
No way.
I
That's so
actually,
much.
okay, no, in all seriousness,
Uh-oh.
oh,
I pulled up Daniel's book, and there's no instances of the word smirk in it.
Thank you,
I'm
12
shocked.
years ago, Daniel. Fuck yeah.
I have actually been saying "guffawed" like in a serious manner
Oh, yeah?
lately because I work with a lot of international people from other countries that say
Really?
it
Is that
regularly,
what's
so
the
I've been
sign
saying
language
it.
for
I was
guffaw?
about to ask that too, Dan. Was that a middle finger?
No, I guffawed.
No,
You can do one or two hands.
Okay,
Like,
so
if I do
guffawed,
this,
and
is it
so
only
guffawed
a
is
little bit
different
funny,
than
and
laugh.
this is like you fucking killing me.
No, you're moving. You're bending. You shouldn't
Oh,
bend.
straight fingers. What if you do all your fingers like that? What does that mean?
Okay. Oh. So
That's
okay, for
a
people
completely different word.
for people listening in audio, Dina is taking her hand, putting her finger up towards the corner of her mouth. Are you holding
it
one
looks like-
your thumb out?
Well, yeah,
Or no, I
you can
couldn't
do. You
see
can
that.
do
Kind of
either.
looks like your Admiral
Okay, so her
Akbar.
thumb is
I
out.
do thumbs out.
And she's just
Yeah.
moving her whole finger back and forth, kind of like in a flappy motion, and then or on either side of the mouth. So how is that
So then
different
how
than
can you-
laugh?
Yes.
It's a
So
guffaw
here's
is
the
the same
thing.
as laugh.
There are like 180,000 English words, and there's only like 1,800.
So you're saying the word
signs in sign
guffaw is
language?
actually completely
So-
useless, that it could be
Okay.
eradicated from our vocabulary,
Mhm.
and we wouldn't need it.
Absolutely. Why do you think I write like a simpleton? Like
Less
these,
flowy.
most of the words that we use are
be
completely
fair, though,
useless.
this does
when
follow.
she drafts, she actually drafts in sign language and then does like a really simple translation to American English.
I actually got yelled at by somebody once, and they were like, "This isn't even English," and I was like, "Yeah, you're right. It's fucking sign language," because I was writing it instead of.
I mean, to be fair,
Yeah, I
guffaw
was like,
is
oh, look
more
at that,
flowy
it's
than
gloss.
laugh, so
I mean, I think that's awesome.
not guffawing follows the advice.
Did you just say goofaw?
I might have. That might have been the most
Goofball.
country thing I've ever said. Goof on.
Gotta get me a real
Guffaw.
goof on there.
That's sometimes I say it like
Is that
though.
Goofy's
I
distant
can't
cousin,
even get
Goofaw?
I guffawed. I guffawed.
Gosh, I'm a goofball.
My pet peeve word right now is groan, and I don't know why because I
Like,
use
so
it.
do you
but
mean
I
grown
don't
as in like it grew, or grown as in like, ugh? Gotcha.
GROAN.
Gotcha.
Like he groaned. Like
So how would you describe the noises
Because I
that
feel
I
like
make
people
all the
use it-
time while you guys are recording the podcast?
see, but that's my problem. Is like I use it like that. But then I'm seeing
Sigh.
people use it sexually, and then I try to use it non-sexually, and I'm like, this is sexual.
Oh.
Like I was literally writing a scene with a father and daughter the other day in
Rance with the
writing,
demonstration.
and I was like, he
Roll
groaned,
Tide.
and I was like,
Did he announce
no.
that he had to poop with the song?
Yes,
Boop-a-doop.
yes, he did. He like groaned as he stood to go sing his poop song.
I
She's
just
a
want
writer.
you to. I just want you guys to know. Real quick, Dina. What'd you do for me this morning?
Why did it sound like that?
Fair enough.
I don't-
What favor? You helped me with a problem
Tread lightly.
today with words.
Find the right
You
words.
beta
Dave.
read
Find the
for
right
me,
words.
Dina. I was trying to get across that you beta read.
Oh! I read Daniel's
How
first
many-
like
how many
triad of
groans were
romance
there?
story. I think there was one. No, was there 9? Oh no, wait, is that 3?
Three groans.
Fucking 3 fingers up turned to 9.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's 9
okay.
in sign language. I thought he was trying to
I
say
don't
9.
know sign
I was
language.
like,
Hold on a second.
So
Why
she
wouldn't you
just
just put up fingers? Never mind. This isn't a sign language thing.
because you look like a fucking idiot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20,
Okay,
21.
okay.
For those
22,
listening to audio,
23.
Dina
Keep
counts.
she
200,
We're very proud of her.
300.
But yeah, so she just read my story that has 3 groans in it and has come back saying that she hates groans. I'm sensing a theme here, Dina.
Dan,
So here's the thing. I caught Daniel in a moment where I was like, this is men
Yeah, you
writing
did.
women.
Yeah, you did. I deleted that. Okay.
Yeah, I did.
Was it?
Good. I'm glad. I'm proud of you. I
It
caught
wasn't
it. It wasn't
bad.
bad. It was just you could do better than this.
Mine isn't so much a word as it is a cliche.
Okay.
And the cliche is, and then mine is, and then
One dead.
everything went black. Hate it. Fucking hate it. There are so many other ways.
Fade to black.
There's so many other ways to demonstrate unconsciousness in text.
Fuck, I think I use that a lot, though.
I mean,
think you're
here's
right. Yeah.
here's the thing.
I
It's
use that a lot.
Dan, I think it's just like a crutch. Like, how else do you say it, right? But I think like that just forces me. Like, okay, what do I need to do to not have this? Especially a first person narrator. I almost think it's fine when it's a third person, but it's first person. It's like, how are they conscious enough to remember that they fell unconscious?
I've asked myself that before.
So yeah, that's why it's like it's just one of these cliched points of narration that obviously you have to express an idea and you have to do it through a character's voice, but it's also towing that line of they're not around to do it anymore. What's up, Bob? You're laughing.
Are you laughing at me?
It's nothing with you guys. Yeah, so again, for people not watching, Sean's background is he's in a space capsule, and he turned and looked to the side, and I don't know if he was talking to his wife or looking at his wife or what, but it just looked like maybe he was looking at an instrument board and something was going wrong in his ship, and I forgot that a minute that Sean was at home.
Amazon came and delivered a package, and my dog had a fucking shit fit, as he usually does when someone rings the doorbell. And I was caught off guard. So, actually, yeah, everything's safe. No, Kelly's here.
Is Kelly not your wife?
She's okay. We're all out in orbit. We're safe. We're fine.
How's the flat Earth look from there?
It's very orbital. It's very round.
It's very flat. It's like an A cup.
Dina, god damn it.
I mean, compared to some of the other planets out there.
A writing
Sean,
pet peeve.
do you have a writing pet
Or even
peeve?
a reading pet peeve too, depending upon.
He's gonna be like anything that Dina writes. Actually, no. Realistically, he'll say anything that Daniel writes.
No,
is
actually,
my pet peeve.
I like Daniel's writing a lot. I find it very entertaining. And he and I have really similar.
I defended the fuck out of Daniel's writing the other day.
Yeah, his writing's really great.
Aw.
It's very funny.
I can't really think of anything in particular.
Like take it to like a movie or a TV show. Like give us something that you see.
Is it like pebbly nipples?
In some sort of like storytelling that annoys the shit out of you.
I don't know. Like I'm reminded of what Ashley said recently on our show.
Yeah.
Like if it's done well, I don't really give a shit. Like I don't care to pay attention to tropes or cliches or anything like that. If it's an entertaining story, that's all I really care about.
That's fair. No, that's fair. What about you, Bobbo?
I think that's a totally no. I would say it's a totally reasonable way, right? Like I think we often far too frequently we're like, oh well, that's a thing that happens over and over again. Well, yeah, stories are tropes exist, and that's fucking cool. Like it's fucking great. I love having a reliability in the way stories are told to me.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm with you, and it's kind of like I talked about it a little bit on one of the last episodes. Is that if you write something that is not a trope, it's probably not good. Like good ideas over all these hundreds and thousands of years of storytelling are there for a reason. So if you somehow manage to stumble across a concept or an idea or a manner of presenting a plot point that there isn't a trope about, it's probably fucking weird and you shouldn't do it.
Hey, you guys.
Probably fucking weird.
You could probably do it better than
Really quick,
Shakespeare.
is there a song that I need to sing for jettisoning my colostomy bag? Because I'm going to do that real quick.
Yeah, please.
Poop poop doop, ladies and gents, Sean's gotta go poop.
I'm really just going to go pee really quick, but
Thank you.
Okay.
go ahead.
Can you just take me in there? PP shower boy.
Means poop, right?
He's gonna be a pee shower boy.
Pee shower boy.
Yeah, that's like
is
the
for
bag.
poop, right?
Yeah.
It's not.
I mean, I think it's always.
Oh no, not
Right,
the
but
PP
is
shower
it
boy.
just for poop or now I'm wondering if it's just for poop
Oh,
or if it's
man.
for pee
I
too.
I don't know, I don't know if we're qualified to give medical advice.
Yeah, Bobbo,
I don't know.
Bobbo, I want to hear your
don't know.
Yeah.
pet peeve, buddy.
I don't know. Are you?
Your mom.
I don't. Also, Tara went away, so I was able to put my headphones back on. I don't think it's not a writing pet peeve necessarily. Nothing that I can think of off the top of my head, but as a a person who consumes audiobooks as my main way of reading, I can't stand when a narrator can't do a decent job
Yes.
of a different gender. Like if the narrator is male, don't really try to don't make every woman sound the same and stupid. Exactly. And the same with women. Like just it's okay if you can't do a voice, I don't need you to.
You're welcome.
Thank you. See, I don't always want a narrator or like an actor. Sometimes I just want a narrator. If you've got different voices, great. If you can't do different voices, that's fine too. The quality of your voice can be strong enough that you don't need all of that other shit to keep me engaged. You can just read the story to me, and that's totally fine. Now, thanks to Audible making audiobooks so accessible, I think that our desire and quality has jumped as consumers, which is good too, because then it means that the skill level of your readers, your narrator can absolutely be higher.
Yeah.
But
because I'm with you, because like sometimes like the best
but,
male narrators, because you have some that can just do all the voices and it's fucking great, and you're like awesome. But like the best ones, like if they're switching between genders, it's a very subtle thing. So instead of like getting like that cartoony voice where it's like, "Oh hi, I'm Dina, and I'm doing this character," like it's a little bit more just like they're speaking in their normal voice, but it's just like they're changing the tone. So they'll be like, "And so Dina said," you know what I mean? Where it's just like changing the tone a little bit versus changing their voice,
Can we go around the table and see who can do the best impression of Dina?
Right.
Yeah. So can we go around the table and do the best impression of Dina that we can manage? Or I mean, fuck you, right? I mean, fuck. Fuck you, Daniel.
I don't know what you're talking about. I grew up in a cult. Sean,
is it my turn?
Why am I even listening to this? What are you guys talking about?
I think I have a good one. You guys ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Oh god.
Does anybody have
like just
an
general
imitation that they're really specifically proud of? An impersonation or
Dina
imitation,
does
like
do
a
a
voice
good
that you do that
Zoidberg.
you're like,
Yeah.
this is fucking spot on.
I mean, like here's the thing. Like my problem is my accents like change. If I'm talking to someone else with an accent, I can mirror. And I can do like a short sprint as a Russian or an Irish, but then like it turns into Australian and it gets fucking weird.
You do that Seamus McFly accent, like from Back to the Future when he goes back to the 1800s and meets his like great granduncle or whatever.
Yeah, because that's my like key to any Irish accent is that you just have to sound really desperate with whatever
You
you're
can't
saying.
go without a hat. Where's your hat?
For some reason, I was trying to do like a British accent. I muted myself just to see if I like had it right now, and all that I can do is an Irish accent.
Because all it is just like, Uncle Bobbo, what you doing with the hat? It's just you gotta if you're desperate with it. Yeah.
I did my Eric Cartman earlier.
Yeah, no, your Cartman's great. What-
Backwards.
Oh, I could do
Yeah.
Stewie Griffin. Oh, hello, Brian. Yes.
That's a frightening.
Yeah, that is fucking good. Yeah.
Brian,
That is
Very
solid,
can I
man.
ask you a favor?
Wow, that's fucking solid.
Would you shave my coin purse?
Can I ask you?
Oh.
My issue is that I get really self-conscious about imitations. Like
You do voices all the time.
Voices I'll do, right? Because then there's no comparison. It's just this is the stupid voice that Rance does. And I even did that voice the other day. Like that's the voice that I do like to imitate, is that TikTok voice.
Yeah, it's
Isn't
Rocket
that
Raccoon.
the Rocket Raccoon voice?
Yep.
Is it really? I didn't
Kelly
realize
told me that I should do my Anna Sorkin voice
Oh, dude.
from Inventing Anna. Have you guys watched that?
No, I haven't, and I really want to.
It's just- I did.
Inventing
We had a game day with some friends over the other day, and we were all drinking and having a good time. And
Right.
you live 5,000 miles away. Calm down.
I would have flown
I
out to
would
you.
have flown out.
Come on out. You're welcome anytime. And I went for 20 minutes doing
Feel
this
like that's a
voice
lie.
where I was just like, why are you so poor? If you haven't seen it, you don't really have context, but she's
That's what's her name? Who does who plays her?
it's the supposed German heiress that
Yes.
duped a bunch of people into giving her money,
And her
and
accent
she's
is
in
so
trial right now.
weird.
It's really weird. It's like Russian, German. It's like
Is it Julia Garner who plays her?
No, it's the chick from
Not Julia Garner. From Ozark.
Ozark. Yes.
Yes.
The blonde from Ozark.
Yeah. What's her fucking name?
The one that's like
I
I don't remember what her name is.
Fucking name.
Yeah, we have the internet,
There
by the
is-
way.
there is the
We do.
internet.
I wish I could do a British
Anyway,
accent.
she's like,
British.
Her name's Julia Garner.
Okay. It's driving me crazy. I
So
can't do a British
Rance said that like 10 times.
yeah, I
thank
don't
you,
know what her
Dan. Thank you,
name
Dan.
is. I watched the show. I don't know what her fucking
He
name
really
is.
did?
Anyway, she's like, you look poor. Why do you dress like you're poor? Oh, like when people, her credit card doesn't,
People ask me
her
that
credit
all the
card doesn't
time.
go through, and she's like, run it again. It's not my problem. It's your problem.
It's a really weird voice. I remember watching
Yeah,
it. I
it's-
don't know. It's almost uncomfortable to listen to.
Yeah,
Like I watched a preview for it and I was like,
it's like this really specific, like condescending, like I don't know, like cringy voice that you can't really tell where it's from. It's just like, but it's very unique to her. So
I'm with you.
it doesn't make any sense if you haven't seen it.
I'm with you. What
Hey, let me
about you,
explain
Bobbo?
every
What's-
nuance of this voice you've ever heard, and then expect you to appreciate it.
It doesn't make sense to me, so that's cool.
Bobbo, what voice can you do, buddy? Like this awkwardness.
I'm thinking like
Wait,
Sylvester the Cat. I'm thinking.
Give me a second, gentlemen. Oh, my bats.
oh,
What are you doing?
It's Mark Hamill as the Joker. Hey,
Is that Anthony LaFauci?
Oh my God, what?
do you not have Netflix? Why have you not watched Inventing Anna?
guys, the
you
worst
poor?
part is that Bob looks
Like
like a younger,
a young
older
old Mark Hamill.
like perfectly
Younger, older.
older Mark Hamill. You give him
Younger, older.
yeah, like say Mark Hamill was like 65. As
You mean like how they
opposed to-
de-aged him in The Last Jedi?
No, you're totally wrong. Hold on. This is the same shit that just happened with Dustin Taylor on the Don't
Wait,
Make It
what
Weird
podcast?
podcast. If
Good
anybody
drop.
wants
Good
to
drop
know,
with
like,
that.
tune in
What
or like
podcast?
watch us. The Don't Make It Weird podcast. This is not at all
Did you
what
literally
Bobbo
Google
looks
young
like.
old Mark Hamill?
I did! Because he doesn't look like that.
Hold
Why do
on.
you guys keep comparing these men to ugly
told
people?
Dustin that he looked like Rick Astley.
I'm personally
Rick
offended
Astley's a
by all
good-looking
of this.
man.
I don't-
Like, you're comparing
Rick
them to
Astley
ugly
is
people
first
when
of
these are
all,
handsome men that you were
Dina, thank
comparing.
you. But also, I don't think that Mark Hamill's an ugly man. So
You're welcome.
No.
Oh, I do.
Everyone cancel Dina.
Wow.
Oh.
But
now Mark
Luke
Hamill will
Skywalker
never
is our hero.
Hashtag GOL.
He will never come on the show.
dude, oh.
He was cute when he was younger.
It's gonna tell she's saying she
Dina,
gets
do you want to hear a story about why
Mark?
Mark Hamill didn't age well?
There's an impression.
It's because he was in a.
Yeah, I do. Because I
It
liked
was
him
because
as,
he was in a
like, I liked him as
terrible
a-
accident and had his face all smashed up and had to have it rebuilt.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, that's why Return of the Jedi.
In
Oh my
between,
god, now I feel horrible.
in
Thank
between
you.
Star Wars and Empire. That's why he.
Oh my god, wait, that's
They
what happened to
literally,
Paige from
they literally wrote
Charmed.
into the story that a Wampa smashed
Also-
him across the face so that he could go in the bank tank and come out and
Sean,
have
can you
scars
open
on his
that?
face.
Can you bring that picture back up?
Yeah.
Has anybody seen
I have
Charmed,
seen
like the
some,
original
actually.
Charmed on here? That's what happened to Paige, the fourth sister. She got into a really bad car accident, like in real life, and had to have like a whole bunch of surgery, and that's why she looks so.
Hey, remember that?
Not
Remember that time
good.
Bob?
that Owen
Jesus,
Hart died?
Bob.
Sorry, my friend.
Oh my god.
Bob is actually doing the. What's
Oh,
the?
that's not the right window.
Hope you don't got some dick pictures in there.
Oh, I do. It's all dicks.
Sean,
Oh,
Sean's
Vixen
like
Vixen
pics
dicks.
of Dick Milan. Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna show you my dick pic of Milan.
Actually, Bob, yeah, doing that face that you just did there a second ago,
I could see it. Yeah. Yep. Oh
Wait.
yeah.
I have a Luke
Yeah.
Skywalker
Yeah.
as old
Okay.
Luke Skywalker cosplay outfit. Actually, yeah.
Ooh.
Photos?
What?
What
Yeah,
about you,
photos.
Rance?
I
What's
would
your?
like
I'll
to
have to
see.
send them to you. I
I
don't
would
think I have any on
love to.
Facebook or
Dick
anything like
pics or
that, so I'll
didn't
have to like
happen?
pull them up for you.
Okay.
But I will definitely send them to you at some point.
Oh my.
I would like to see. Yes. You know,
I'm
Ran-
rubbing
What are you
cat
doing,
hair
Rance?
off my
Just
chest.
don't rub your.
Yeah.
he's zamboning.
Oh, okay.
He's zamboning
Is that what it is?
peanut shells off of his
I'm
chest right
getting
now.
all the white stuff off of me.
Number
Snow
3.
day.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Number 3. It's
So
number
I know that
Dina's
we're.
face, the disappointment. It's number 3.
Oh my gosh, you guys, that's the number
Well, I know we're
three.
starting to hit this point.
I was trying to be funny still, but I was still sad.
Yeah, we're definitely starting to hit the wall here, bud.
We're starting to hit the point here. So I wanted to actually ask us for one because I know we want to take some time at the end to plug as we usually do.
Wow.
Truth or dare?
Truth or dare?
Oh,
Let's
sorry.
do it.
But I like people taking hard stands,
Okay.
right? Like making sure that
Yeah.
make a hard statement,
Potato.
hard
Yeah.
statement.
I'm hard.
And this is the first time. So we have talked about the fact that every few months we're going to get together and have a weird quarantine party
Once
time.
a year. We're gonna, yeah.
Once every 5 years we're going to get together and
Yeah.
do this. I'll be dead by the time the next one happens. Thank God, honestly,
Yeah.
for
Of
that.
course. Yeah.
I'll do my best Owen Hart impression.
The next one,
Hey.
Daniel. Oh my God.
I'll come to your funeral.
Hey, hold on.
Wait, that's my
Reese,
fear.
that was so fucking hardcore.
Hey.
Wait, hold on. That's my fear is that like our significant others won't tell us when the other person dies, so we won't be able to go to
Oh,
each
they
other's
will.
funeral.
They will give a preliminary sympathy card.
Yeah.
Like Rance.
Yeah.
Like here's how I'm gonna break the news to you, Bobbo.
My
that
husband
yeah,
will tell you
you
guys
ready
if I
for
die.
it.
It's gonna be fucked up.
I'm gonna
Jesus.
send you. I'm gonna send you a
Y'all.
copy of the San Francisco 69ers versus the Green Bay Ass Packers.
That's how you'll know. That's how you'll know.
So
Okay.
I haven't pulled up I haven't gotten to
You're
my
just
Luke my Luke cosplay yet, but here's my Doctor Strange cosplay.
Oh,
Dude.
nice.
It's actually really
Oh,
good.
thanks.
Yeah, that's
Look,
legit.
see
Fucking
his
great.
face. It looks
For-
really good.
For the
The way Dina was just like, that is not Benedict Cumberbatch's weird looking ass. That's like a handsome man.
Oh,
She was
no,
taken
so
aback.
thanks,
She was
Dina.
like,
So for the audio only
What?
listeners, he just showed us a picture of him cosplaying as Max Reba.
It's up.
I thought you were
Taking a
gonna
little
say
bit of
it
that
was his face.
jizz, right?
don't watch it.
Playing the sliz, baby.
Don't watch it, just subscribe.
Yeah, Bob, you really honestly should do more cosplay
I know, but it's-
stuff. Because I know that that's like a lot of them is like it's just like costumes
yeah.
for you. But like you have the technical ability to put things together and to make like props that look fucking
Listen,
phenomenal.
Thanks. Yes.
Bob,
Yeah, Bob.
Yeah.
Bob, hold on.
Bobbo.
God damn it, I was trying to keep a straight face.
Yeah.
Hold on. That's fucking
Oh,
awesome.
thanks. I mean,
Yeah,
don't
that is-
like.
that's
Don't
fucking
give me
badass, yeah.
like a ton of credit.
Do you have like the
Yeah,
do you have like the big squeezy bottle full of blue milk that you just got out of a walrus's tip?
that you just bukkake onto yourself.
I mean, I bought.
Okay,
for the
but
most part, I
seriously.
bought these. Like,
Dina,
it's
your
not like I'm like I
face
spent all
right
that time making them.
You just went through
Yes.
some gamut of faces.
I have a 501st Legion approved Anakin Skywalker costume. And what that means is all I have to do is lose 150 pounds to fit into it again. And then I can come to the East Coast
Come.
You will.
Come, papas.
East Coast.
and literally be your daddy.
Yeah.
Oh!
Mm.
But how will people know that you're his daddy?
And then you gotta sing the
Hey guys. Do you ever wish that like you could go back to the cult? That was a lot.
No, I just want Sean to be my pee shower dad.
No. Oh,
Get a Luke Skywalker costume and it's on,
let's
buddy.
get in there.
Bob,
On your, you were.
No, I feel like Rance needs an Emperor Palpatine costume. That's what he needs.
Skywalker.
Oh, there's an impression right there. That was fucking amazing.
There it is.
Holy hell.
Young
Do it again?
Skywalker. Do it. Do it. I don't know why. Like, there's just something about that guy that's just so good. He's just so He's
There's so much
typically
happening.
evil, and I adore him. Like, people love Vader, but I'm like, if I could have created Palpatine, Palpatine's my favorite. And okay, here's a hot take. You ready? I sort of don't give a fuck that people think they fucked, like they shit on Palpatine in the last movie that came out, because I was just fine to see more Palpatine.
Just here for the palps.
Yeah,
I
like
mean,
I don't
Ian
care.
McDermott is
It's
fantastic.
It's so good. Like, any excuse to see this guy just fucking chew up film, I'm all about, man. I'm all about.
You know what I've always maintained is that, for as disgusting as that whole scene is where Jabba like licks Leia's like cheek and shit, it would be grosser.
I think it's hot. 100% kidding. I need the world to know that I'm
Sean,
kidding.
can you clip that?
Listen,
Sean, can you clip that?
I'm clipping it.
Cheek.
Thanks, buddy.
Please don't ever.
And I'm partnering with Bobbo on this one. We're cutting out the part where you said you were kidding. That's the only edit.
That's the only edit of this entire
It's
episode.
just, I need the world to know that, like, if any
Gigantic
no,
tongue,
like,
like
don't
bigger
no,
than your head.
it's lips only. I don't need
Lips,
any of like that. I don't need that liquid.
Dina,
I don't need your
Dina,
slobber
this is
on the
part
rest of
where
my
you
face.
just
Okay,
start
go
a
ahead.
new sentence over, because right now it's just gotten worse and hotter
It's not
for some
getting
people
any
out there.
better. Yeah, it's
He got no bucket.
If it gets us views and it gets Sean paid, that's
this is gonna get
fine.
us monetized right here, boys.
I just need you to contain your tongue to your mouth. Thank you.
This is going on onlylips.com.
Only
You'd be on a meat.
only hotwetlips.com.
Thoroughly
I
chapstick
don't need your slobber like a fucking dog all over my face.
Bob has a profile there.
Like,
Yes.
Like keep it in. That's it. That's all you got to do. I don't need slobber anywhere else.
Sucking
What are we talking
lips.
about?
Wethotmouths.com.
I can't. I just I can't.
Fuck you guys. Okay. So
Okay.
look, we're rolling in.
So remember when we said it was going to be 2 hours?
So I think it's time to wrap. They start wrapping this bullshit up. So I wanted to ask people to take some hard stands.
Goodbye.
Okay. Hard.
And you know what? I know you guys are
hard?
just about to hit.
Fuck,
You're
I
just
haven't.
about to hit your 1 year anniversary. Congratulations, by the
Thank
way,
you, buddy. Yeah.
You guys
Thank you,
seriously
Rance.
just
Thank you.
constantly put out awesome content, and you do such a fucking phenomenal job. Bob and I are clearly we won't put much work into stuff, and we're about like crawling on to what, like 2.5, 3 years now at
2
this
years,
point.
I think,
Which I'm
yeah,
not saying that to be like, but rather just like I'm a tired man.
April is our anniversary.
Because-
Actually, I think we're at 2
Is it?
years right now.
2 years, thank God. It's more. It's not that.
We're anniversary buddies.
Congratulations.
So, what, Sean? What was that?
No, I'm for me, like as someone who like painstakingly makes this show every week. Well, not this show, but the other show.
Yeah.
Like you better fucking believe I know when the 1 year anniversary is. So it hurts me that you guys are like, oh, Rance is like, it might be 3.5 years. I don't know. And Bob's over here like, I think it's April. I think we're at about 2 years right now. And I'm sitting here like,
When is ours?
well, ours is April 20.
Did you guys
Hold
see
on.
his face change?
When's our anniversary?
It's April 26th is the 1 year anniversary.
Sean, if I wanted
But
to, I
it's
could look up
easier
our
for
first
me to keep track because
episode.
we have a weekly release schedule. So I know that.
What are you trying to say, Sean? That we're not reliable?
That we
Okay,
clearly
you
are.
also
Trying to
don't
say
advertise
is,
any
I
of
need
your
more
shit.
than one episode every 2 weeks.
The king has spoken.
All I'm saying is that Rance just randomly pops up and like posts on Twitter. Oh, hey guys, it was so much fun for me to be on the show, and we're all like, "The fuck, Rance? When were you going to tell us that you were on a show?"
He's been on like 6 podcasts in the last 3 days. I was sitting there like, this fucking slut, you
I
guys.
know.
Okay, guys,
Slutting it up.
our 2 year anniversary is April 22nd.
We're anniversary bros.
Dude.
Are we? Wow,
We have budiversaries.
nice.
We have butt.
I was going to say,
And guys, April 14th is now our start of our anniversary. All of our podcasts
is.
are April.
April. Yep, April.
Ours is April 26th, so it's a couple days off.
I had a baby doll named April.
Yeah, listen, my wedding anniversary is in like 2 days, but that's way less important than this.
My anniversary's in. Hey, congratulations! My anniversary is also in April.
I love you, baby. Please.
My anniversary's in
I
May.
love how you say that
I'm
like
going on
Miriam
5
listens to this
years.
bullshit.
She
She will never hear
tried.
it.
She tried one time and then was like, I
And she
hear
was
you
like,
too
nope.
much. Yeah, she's like,
Well,
I hear you
here-
enough at home.
Well, since we're all coming up on this, I want to know what your. I want to know the read. This is not your favorite read. Not your favorite.
So we're
read.
skipping
You're
over
good,
the
buddy.
The read that spoke to you.
We're skipping over the angry part.
Well, I mean, what?
Didn't you want to ask people
What
what they
angry
were mad
fucking
about?
Are we
I don't know.
airing
What are
our
we talking
anniversary grievances?
Oh,
Bob?
I
Is
thought you
that
had
what's
another
happening?
thing,
Just like a
Rance.
Festivus
Sorry, I
thing.
thought you had a different thing. My
No.
bad.
The worst part about being on your show.
On our
Bo.
show?
Worst part about being on my show right now is that Dina Dina said, she goes, you know, I didn't want to go into it. She says, in fact, let me just find the comment. So obviously we were planning things and setting things together. And Dina says, she goes, I have to find it. You got to give me a second. I'm really sorry. Dina, it hurt my soul a little bit. I am filling up
with
my
noise.
noise.
It'll be
This
okay
thing
if
fell
we just
apart.
Keep talking.
And this thing fell apart. Oh, here we go. Bruh, we don't even have a topic, and it's going to be a show that nobody cares about, LMAO. And that cut me to my core, Dina. Because all
That's
I care
negativity.
about, let me tell you what I don't give a fuck about. Let me tell you.
Wait, hold on. I have to say it in my voice. I gotta say it in my voice.
We need to hear the
I
inflection.
want it to hurt you effectively. Bruh, we don't even have a show. Like, wait, wait, what? Bruh. We don't even have a topic, and nobody's gonna give a shit about this show.
Bob your dick pics away.
I was just cleaning
He's
up.
pulling the cocks out.
Just cleaning up.
He's cleaning up. He's just organizing his cock pictures.
Thank you.
The only reason I wanted to do this was not because I care that anybody listens.
Bruh.
It's that I
Bruh.
wanted to hang out with some of my favorite people to make laughy laughs. That's it.
To,
That's it. If
to
you-
have a GOL?
Yeah, to have a GOL. If you listen to this and you had a good time, great. If you listen to this and you're like, you know what? That sort of was just an absolute mess. Suck my ass. I don't care. All I
for
care
us.
is that I got to hang out with my friends and I had a good time, and people can fucking listen if they want to. So, Dina, I don't care if they don't care.
Yeah.
I care
Yeah.
that I care. That's
Doesn't
all.
matter how it's said.
Rance.
Same.
Rance is not
Rance?
GGL.
Can I tell you something?
I did not GOL there. GGL. GGL.
I forgot
That's
that we were
cool.
recording halfway through. That could be the alcohol, or it could be that
Oh,
I
it could
just
be
had
that.
such a good
It
time
could be
with you
that, but
guys.
that'd be a lie, and I know that, and that's okay.
Probably the
It's just for
alcohol.
our personal collection. No, it's good.
No, I really do like hanging out with you guys. That's why I agreed to do
We'll
this,
make sure you put it
because
in
I
your
wouldn't do it
contract
without
next
you guys.
time to have more fun. You know?
And only brown M&Ms
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
rider.
All right, so we've
We
been trying for
do
10
need to have
minutes to get
contracts.
you to tell us about what hard
Okay.
stances we're taking here.
Yes,
Yes.
hard
Hard.
stances.
That's what I'm talking about.
End of the technical year. I want to know what the read was that spoke to you most this year. It could be indie, it could be traditional. I don't care, right? We're not really picking. We're not like I think there's always this fear in general in any community that it's like if I say one thing, that other people will be like, but why wasn't it mine? Nobody who listens to this should ever hold that stance, right? Like there are always books that speak to us just a little more than others for any given reason. So I'm just curious to know, like at the end of the year, what's that one book that you're damn glad that you read this year? And my caveat is, look, we love sucking each other's wiener butt boobies. It can't be a book written by anybody in this podcast. Oh,
Dina
look at
has
that.
her-
Look at that.
Dina
Damn.
has her scrapbook out.
Dina, can I go first? Okay.
I need somebody else to go first.
Dina, I'll go first, okay?
Okay.
Dina, can
Okay.
you go?
Yeah, go.
No.
All right. So for real, Zizo, I mean, I can't pick Rancelot's book, and I can't pick Heroes. Legitimately, though, Rance, your book was my favorite. But what I will say, I'm going to pick one from indie and one from traditional.
Cool. I like that. I like that.
I'm gonna for the traditional one. Dina and Sean know because I keep on obsessing about it. Christopher Buehlman's The Black Tongue Thief. It is so hard to be funny in the written medium, and that book is fucking hilarious. Great adventure storytelling, all of it. Even his audiobook's great because he narrates it himself. And even though he's just a dude from Dina's neck of the wood, Tampa, Florida, he does it in a fucking Scottish accent the whole time. It's awesome. And as far as indie, I'm going to go with our Sink Pickle Mob OG Kirsten because her book, We Know by
Ben.
Yes. We Know by
You're
then.
really selling it, buddy.
Oh,
You're
That's
really
okay,
selling
Dan.
it.
Dan, it's okay. I because I think the natural urge is to say we know by now, right?
Yes.
But there's the then that's obviously very important in the book.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so like because I'm normally, a fucking blockhead jock guy. I like my big adventure fantasy explosions. And her book is just so well written that even though it's in a genre I have almost exclusively not read, it's just so good. I mean, her characters, everything that she does to drive home the points in her books, I fucking love it. And even though it's utterly, if you told me a year ago that my favorite book of the year would be a fucking romance novel, I'd have told you're crazier than Victor Dick. But dude,
Victor Dick.
but it's incredible. And if you make me get that far out of my comfort zone and I love it, then I think that gets you points.
Cool. Yes.
I can go next. So I'm kind of pissed off that Daniel chose mine because that story really did influence like how I look at the world. She has a very profound writing style.
You can get
and it really makes you like
by then wherever you get your favorite books.
It's out now.
Out now.
Good job, buddy. It made me like stop and think and like think about how I look at those little moments, like the decisions that I make and everything. It really fucks with your mind. Another one that I really enjoyed was Storm's Child by John Ortega. He combines so many different types of mythologies that it made me just like look at everything as like one instead of these separate components like Greek and Roman and Egyptian and everything like that and Irish and blah, blah, blah. I started to look at them as like one thing that you could combine and make it all work for you. I really enjoyed that. And another one that really fucked with me was oh shit, what's it called? Hold on.
Dina just busted Dan's balls
because I have a really
for
bad
a
memory.
quick slip up with a title, and now Dina literally can't remember any of the titles. So, ding ding.
I think we only have one solution here, guys. Let's all just be very.
JD, what's his book name? False Cathedrals. False Cathedrals. It had a lot of it fucked with your mind a lot in the kind of way that makes you kind of think about how other people are thinking. It puts you into the shoes and minds of other people where you're trying to figure out why do people think the way that they think, you know?
My mom's convinced JD's a serial killer. JD, we love you. Don't kill me.
I think so too, but it's okay. I still love him.
I can go next. Bobbo, you can go next. Producer Sean, you can go next. What you got?
Well, Rance, I'm so glad you asked. I have experienced exactly 2 books.
Wait, can I go first?
This year.
Wait, aren't you also on a podcast about books?
I am, but I produce it. I don't read the books. Listen, I have I have a fucking to be read list that's 35 books long.
Yeah.
And I read slowly, Rance.
Also,
okay. I understand.
busy editing a podcast.
Also, books have no expiration date. So you know what? Anybody who is like busting your balls for not being able to get at the book yet, take a fucking pill and chill the fuck out. He'll get there one day.
One day.
So,
yeah.
Get it? Chill pill?
in the spirit of keeping within the rules here, I've listened to Rance's book on audiobook, which was fantastic, but I can't pick that because it's against the rules. So what I will say is Dinosaur Lords really changed my perspective on literature.
He really, that is the only way he can stay within the rules, because he's read my story. He's read your story. I think he's read Dina's story.
What else can I throw? What else can I
Dinosaur Lords is
throw?
literally the only one left over.
By Vic the Dick.
Let me tell you something, okay? Let me tell you. If your coworker wants to buy you lunch, you say,
you say thanks.
Victor Milan, bless you for teaching me how not to write a fantasy novel.
He went the way of Owen Hart, my dude. He is
to live and die in Albuquerque.
How do you think they delivered the news to Victor Milan's friends and his stuff?
They wrote up on a sack butt.
Slowly brushed their fingers through their pubic thatch. Yeah, there was a 10 sack butt salute.
And then I showed off my minge.
Hey,
oh shit!
Vic, you're dead. Sucks.
Was that the pearly gates?
Hey,
Vic.
Yeah.
So, you know, you wrote some pretty okay things, but listen, there was a lot of questionable things about sexuality and adolescence, and you blurred some lines, if we're being honest. So
Blur some lines.
I got a buddy down south. He's gonna take care of you. And then,
Heyo, Florida man.
That's another name for it. Yep.
Yep. So dinosaur loads left you wanting.
forever unclean. Is how I would,
Unclean. Forever
how I would describe it.
Uncle Bobbo, you want to go or you want me to go?
I can go. I'll go. I'll let you. Since
Okay.
this is your bit, I'll let you. Finish it up.
Not really a bit.
It's funny. I actually I think that the traditionally published book that actually has affected me the most this year, it's really funny, is the one that we're going to talk about on our next episode. Actually,
Well, spoiler.
which is it's a novella called Remote Control by Nady Okafor, and we were originally going to read one of her other full length novels, but it turns out that it's out of print. So we didn't want to like people spending $60 to get a copy of this book, and personally, I wasn't going to be able to spend $60 to get a copy of it.
Can you just fax it to me?
Yeah,
can you,
absolutely.
Scan in each page. Okay.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes. I got your back. I got your back with the facts.
You pixelate it too.
Yeah, you won't be able to tell. Is it book or is it a dick?
What?
It was
Dick the dick.
That's the next game.
Is that what he meant?
it's,
Oh my god.
It's Afrofuturism, and it was a really interesting.
Wait, what does
it
that
takes place
mean?
in Africa, and it's basically science fiction done from a non like typical American or European viewpoint.
Yeah, the traditional, yeah.
And so
That's what I thought.
no,
I
it's
just didn't
totally
wanna-
cool. I mean,
I knew that. I just wanted Bob to explain it.
and it was enjoyable. It was enjoyable to and I'll talk more about this on the podcast on our podcast.
Damn it.
But it was enjoyable, and it changed kind of like I was a little scared going into it because to go into a situation where you're reading a book about like societies that you maybe don't understand or aren't familiar with, and then to find out that they're not fucking any different than you, and that's propaganda that we're handed from the moment we're fucking born as white people.
I don't want to react horribly to this, but like I need like
no, it's cool.
clarification if that's sarcasm. Like it's the same.
Look, I mean, society, like people
Society, like,
treat people the same
What do you
everywhere
mean?
you go. You know,
Yes.
like we're not like. I'm looking at it from the stance of going into a reading experience where I'm the other, and normally we as Westerners are handed reading
Yeah.
experience where if we're a white centric society, we're never the other. And
Yeah.
so to be able to have that opportunity to read a story where I should have been the other and
Okay.
instead wasn't, like nothing was strange. I understood everything because their culture isn't that different from our culture.
That's really cool. No.
So wait, would I be wrong? Because I've always like held this in like the back of my head, and all the honeydew melons here. I just looked at the screen and realized all the honeydew melons. Please educate me. A lot, from my understanding, a lot of other countries don't put as big of an emphasis on us versus them type of culture.
Yeah.
Like, I hope that makes sense without being offensive. Like a lot of other countries don't do that. So when you're reading books from that other quote unquote other perspective, like it doesn't feel different because Americans are the ones that are making it us versus them instead of actually being like, it's not actually us versus them.
Right.
Only
right.
America does that.
No, that's exactly
So
it. I
am
mean,
I wrong in
that's
thinking
the
that?
experience that I had, was that it was an unalienating reading experience, and it was actually all of that aside. it was one of the most emotionally charged readings that I've had, where within a novella, I got interested in 4 hours. I got interested in a character to the point where I had anxiety based around like a part of the book, like that was so I was so worried at like a conflict, and that doesn't happen for me a lot. But it is. Really cool. It's a very
That's cool.
It's an awesome experience. So before our next episode, if you're gonna listen to the episode, pick it up because it's fucking worth it. It's
Next time, can you lead off with like the profound thoughts, and not save them for the end?
Yeah. Well, the good news is that absolutely no one will have tuned in for this part. So
so I can still say the dumbass.
Yes. Yeah. Why? Yeah. I mean, nobody cares.
Yeah. All your profoundness.
Specifically, Dina does not care. She does not.
If you want to talk,
it's me.
If I want to talk about the indie book that I read real quick, is aside from Dina's Puppy that I'm staring at and adoring so much. Look, I know I read Tommy Stapes was probably the only like real indie book that I read this year that I didn't fucking hate because it wasn't.
I can't wait to read his books. Like I have both of them and they're high on my list.
I'm gonna need everybody to check out a little thing called My New Fighting Technique is Unstoppable. Which I went back and picked up again this year, and it's a comic book done with clip art in 2003 by a guy named David Reese, and it's just you probably can't find it anywhere. It's probably also out of print. I have it in my house, and I picked it up at one point and was like, oh my god, I haven't read this book in forever. I can. That's probably actually one of the only ways you'll get it.
I think you can find it. I think it's all featured on our website.
Is it really?
An educator, do you have an overhead projector? Can you just do some transparencies?
We don't use those anymore, actually.
Really?
Oh, that's disappointing.
Not at our school because we're a private school. We're the privileged.
Oh, you have money.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sorry.
Can you go down the street to like the public school and borrow their overhead projector?
Yeah, I can.
We could do a whole thing.
Right. That's
all right, Rance. You got to tell us yours, buddy, because my wife's yelling at me.
Rance, you're muted,
we should
buddy.
be yelling. I'm sorry. I was trying to clean the airwaves. I'm sorry. Okay. We should be yelling.
You had to fart again, didn't you?
I did. I really did. I actually no. I mute it when I type as well because I don't want it to go.
Yeah, that'd be so weird.
I feel attacked, Rance.
No, I don't mind. It's all me.
No. There was an incident.
It's all me
on our live show where he kept having his typing coming through.
And the worst part was the pre-tape that we did with Chris Durston had me typing in it too, and I thought I had cut it all out. And so when we played that, people were DMing me saying, "We can hear you typing," and I was like, "It's in the pre-tape. I'm not actually typing live right now." Anyway,
I'm so sorry, Sean. Yeah, I actually have a few as well, and I think. It is hard to make favorites, but when it comes to books that spoke to me this year, so there is this book by Melissa Polk called Beneath the Shadow Dark. It was certainly one of the weirdest books that I read this year, but it absolutely kicked the living shit out of me. And it also was a book that really forced me to come to terms with some of my own perceptions. Forced me to come.
We got hard. We got hard.
You know what? Last time we did this, Rance had an awkward pause after saying the word come. And I listened to it today. He was like, we have all come to the conclusion that...
I hate you. I'm going to watch out for the word come from now on.
He does.
Oh my God, look at that cute fucking dog. Oh my God.
For the folks at home listening on audio only, look at that cute fucking dog.
Okay.
Attention and love.
God. Oh my God, he's hamming it up. Unbelievable.
He is hamming it up. He knows. So Beneath the Shadow Dark by Melissa Polk. It absolutely made me question how I sort of look at myself in regards to my own perception of my own gender and my perception of gender in general. It's spectacular. It's got one of the best protagonists I've read in years, and I loved it. It was an indie book. And also, I am going to say, and Bobbo had mentioned it, Thomas Staples' Case of the Giant Carnivorous Worm. and the Mystery of the Mutant Water Devils. Both
The
those,
mutant,
both those,
Shout out T-Stapes.
a phenomenal amount of fun. They are books that have some of the highest production quality imaginable for
Beautiful
indie.
cover art.
Yeah.
Beautiful cover art. The editing cared for so well. They are a fucking blast. And also it introduced me to someone who I like to consider a very, very dear friend of mine.
And you were the inaugural guest on his new podcast, weren't you?
Yes. So it was a lot of fun. And
Rance.
shout out
Rance,
T-Stapes. I
That you
did
didn't
it
tell
afterwards.
us
I was
about.
keeping it
Thank
quiet.
Rance, hold on a second. That was my segue to you pimping out his podcast.
Oh, okay. I wasn't announcing it until he did it, Dina. Okay, that was all.
It's already happened.
Yeah,
Just
it's
do
already
it.
happened. It's already happened. So I was on Stuck in the Lift with Thomas Staples. You can find it wherever you find podcasts. We talk about video games under the conceit that we are stuck in a lift. But I was only on the first episode. He's got a few others that are coming out as well.
They did
so
end
check
up
it out.
getting out of the lift eventually.
We did.
Because they were rescued.
Yeah, we were arrested.
Congrats.
So
That's good.
yeah. So those are my favorites of the year. That was mine.
That was
Whose
Rance's
cat was
yeah.
that?
That was mine.
Whose cat
Rance
was
has
that?
like
Oh,
a
okay.
for the people at home. Rance has like a 76-year-old cat in his house.
I do. She is so old. She's 21.
Oh,
Holy crap.
holy shit!
Wow, that's loud. That's an intense meow.
She's
Dina.
so needy. I'm so glad that
Okay,
my
but they
dog
do
doesn't
make
noise. They do make noise, Dina, and it's horrifying. It's horrifying, the
when
noise.
they're
Horrifying,
screaming.
yeah. Children, listen, I've never heard
Literally
it, but
sounds
Dina
like a
describes it
toddler.
as toddlers screaming in agony.
Candy, shh. Candy, shh. Candy, come on.
So
Come
is
on,
this what,
buddy.
is this what your
Give me some
dog
love,
your
Candy.
dog sounds like right here?
Wait, here, you want to listen?
Oh God! No,
baby.
that's crying.
Yeah, that's what dogs sound like, right?
Oh no!
My dog's not reacting. I don't think that's it.
Someone just pulled the Basenji sound. Let's have that be our sign off. Is the Basenji screaming?
Yeah,
wanna-
you pull up a
wanna
Basenji
send it
and
home?
I'll have him listen.
Well, first of all,
Yeah, we can go home.
yeah, hey guys, because it's almost midnight here.
It's almost midnight.
Almost midnight. We've done this for like 3 hours.
But hey, so guys, you can check out the Don't Make Weird podcast with me, Dina, and producer Sean. We get into shenanigans, we talk books, we lament our writing, and we have awesome
thought, dude.
Yo,
Awesome.
awesome. Check out our show. It's
Awesome.
awesome.
we have awesome authors on the show, and I can't talk. God damn it, I'm gonna hear about that one for a minute. And you can check out my short story and Dina's short story that's in the Heroes Anthology by Lost Boys Press. So if you're still tuning in and you're watching right now, I don't know, maybe we'll get you. Oh God.
Oh wait, here.
That's a Basenji sound. Why?
I hate it.
Zynga loves this.
Wow.
Zynga love. Oh, thank you, Sean, for that.
Dina, how do you live with that?
Oh.
It's the worst sound I've ever
And
heard in my
you
life.
picked two of them, and your husband's talking about getting more.
Dina lives on
I
hard
did
mode.
too.
You guys.
My
Okay,
husband wants
so if you
another.
guys don't know, they're also, you can look this up, the second least trainable dog breed in the entire world.
I just looked down at my legs and they are
That's
covered
love.
in
That's
dog
just
hair.
shit.
That's
That's
so
love.
fun.
Zamboni. Zamboni
I was like,
this.
damn.
There's
should I
only one
forget to
thing you can
shave?
do right now. That's just thumb at Louise.
Get the peanut Zamboni out.
Hey, Dina, if only you had like in-laws or someone that was nice enough to provide you with shaving kits and things like that. Wouldn't that be nice?
That would be so nice if my in-laws would teach me how to shave. That would be so nice of them.
I'm done. Let's sign this shit out.
Hey, you can. Do you guys? Do you have more pitching to do?
Nope.
Dan?
I've pitched
You guys
everything.
need to do your socials.
Yep.
Do it,
Okay,
Bobbo.
Hey, look. You can find us.
You can find me at
That's totally
Dinosaurs.
cool.
I'm sorry.
Fine. We don't have a podcast or anything.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, you can't.
Fuck them. Yeah.
There. I don't care, man.
Now, who's gonna listen to this?
No, it's look. Don't worry about it. It's like the quarantine book club or maybe the quarantine movie club. Sometimes you can find us www.thequarantinebookclub.com or wherever you find great podcasts. Who gives a fuck? Whatever. Face Funky Bob on Twitter. Rance is at Violence Obscene at Twitter. We are at the QBC Podcast on Twitter together. It's
The-
mostly just me. And
What about
just do stupid shit?
What about your other friend? Don't you guys have like a third guy that hangs out with you sometimes?
Yeah, at Mick Arcade.
Oh,
I thought it was Mitch Arcade.
Yeah. Is it Mitch?
Mitch, I heard you are trying to get on some podcasts.
Yeah.
I heard
Listen, I
Nicholas.
reached out I sent an email to mitcharcade@gmail.com and I never got a response.
Yeah, you should have been on the show, guys.
Oh, fuck.
Unbelievable.
I know, right? He ghosted me.
Love you, Mick. Love you so much, buddy.
Producer Sean, where can the folks find you, buddy?
First of all, Mick is the only one who's going to listen to this whole thing. Like everyone else left an hour and a half ago.
He's gonna listen just to
This is
hear
why
if we yell at
producer
him.
Sean's like, he's like, fuck.
Shout out,
you
Mick.
fucking
Shout
lamb.
out. I'm on Twitter at ShaceHoleDo, and you can find me dead at the end of this show. I'll be just dead.
Oh, he's gonna fucking Owen Hart.
He's
Holy
gonna Owen
shit.
Hart this.
Fuck yeah, to bring up Owen Hart again. God damn
Always,
it.
man.
Oh, trauma.
DVDs
This has
incoming,
been
Bob.
the weird quarantine trauma time. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope you found some solace in the stories told today. Some peace in these stories we told today. And if you want to tell your trauma on Weird Quarantine Trauma Time, reach out to us at 1-800-WEIRD-QUARANTINE-TRAUMA-TIME.org.
I think I just pissed into my pants.
Dina,
This
Dina.
perfect orchestra of burps, and I can't make a burp. Like, it's not a thing I can do. And I think I did a little something.
Hey, Dina, can you just sign us off one
Wait.
last time with the traditional song of our show?
That was perfect. That was perfect right there.
Yeah, I can. Wait, you ready? Poop, poopy doop. Ladies and gents, Daddy's gotta go poop.
And we're out of here, ladies and gentlemen. That's it.
That's it.
I love that. Can that be the end of the episode every time? Can it please just be that poop song? Oh my god, I need it.